All right. What is good, everyone? What is good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to the stream. Today we got a great show for you guys, man. I'm excited to talk about video game news and more. And you guys know all the other BS that we talk about. You know, there's all sorts of stuff, whatever. This week's going to be interesting because we're already barreling towards the Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment release date. I told you guys last week that it's pretty much going to already feel like it's coming next week because we're already past the last week, so therefore we already got another new game to sink our teeth into, or a game that you can check out, obviously reviews or gameplay or whatever. It's just cool to have more exclusives, cool to have more games, cool to have more stuff coming out, especially if you're invested into the ecosystem of Switch already. But yeah, we're going to talk about Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. I actually got a chance to check out the Best Buy demo. It's also at other places. I think it's at Walmart and I think it's at some Targets. Like, it just depends. Like, I went to Target and it wasn't there. So I went there with my daughter and it wasn't there. And I was like, oh, okay, it's not there. So then I went to Best Buy and I was like, okay, cool, it's there. So she was nice enough to help me record some gameplay and all that. So she didn't feel like it, but I was like, please. Kind of bribed her a little bit too. Bought her something nice, like, I don't know, the K-pop stuff that she listens to. But it was nice though. It was nice. It's pretty smooth. It's a pretty short. Like, they don't allow you to play for too long. I mean, like, less than 10 minutes. But like or it's like 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. I don't know. It doesn't take. I mean, they won't let you play for long, you know. But it gives you enough to kind of get a feel for the game. So right now they have 3 demos on there. I think they have like Mario Kart, I think they have Donkey Kong, Bonanza, and then they also have Hyrule Warriors. So I think they'll just add more. They'll actually enable the demo, like, to play other games as they get closer and closer. Because Kirby Air Riders, you can watch a trailer on there. And I know before you were only able to watch a trailer for like Donkey Kong or for like Hyrule Warriors. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to discuss the situation that's going on with the new 3D Mario and how it's going to evolve according to Nintendo. Kirby Air Riders hype continues to continue on as well. So let's go and get to some shout outs and then we'll get into the core content for today. Shout out to my man Dior. Like always, Dior is here. Big love. General Zamora is here. What's up, General Zamora? Clabby, I did see the dono that you did at the very end of the last stream. I really appreciate that. Clabby, thank you for the big dono at the end of yesterday's stream. That I went out there. I tried to say thank you, man, but I did see it, so thank you. It came in just in the nick of time to get us to that platinum breaker, so thank you, man. I appreciate that. So pass combo breaks for that one. Let's go. Yo, what's up, Brand Smith? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? What's up, Rena Habag? Rena is here. Rena, how are you doing today? I know you're a busy young lady, so thanks for taking some time out of your day to stop by. What's up, Egomaniac? What's up, Light It Up? What's up, Leaf Storm? Yeah, Leaf Storm, if you're tired, man, go ahead and get some rest. You don't have to comment tonight. You can just chillax and, you know, sit back. That's what I do. When I watch a stream, I don't really comment too much, but you guys should comment in my stream if you can, though. Like, if you can comment and hang out, definitely do so. But yeah, man, just relax for tonight. Let's hear 777 AZ double AZ. 777, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Triple OG, double OG, AZ double OG. Michelle, what's up, Michelle? Shout out to General Zamora once again, man. What is good? What is good? Smiley, what's up, Smiley? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? Yo, what's up, Bad Set? Welcome to the stream, man. Thank you so much for coming out to tonight's stream. Appreciate you, fam. Rufflemut, what's up? Welcome, Rufflemut. Good to see you here. I know you are a pretty frequent viewer of the Spawncast, so it's good to see you here hanging out again. And I know you've came here by for years, number of times. So thank you for coming out, man. I appreciate you. Welcome. Welcome. Let's see here. Who else did I miss anybody? 777, what's up, 777? All right. The cool guy, what's up, man? If you're here in the chat, you want me to say what up to you, make sure you say hi. I'll get you a shout out like always. Everybody's always welcome. What's up, Dane? Welcome. What's up, Devron? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? Long time Elite Ninja. Cool guy. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, man. How you doing today? Shout outs. Zombie Tech Pad. What's up, Zombie Tech Pad? Welcome. And also Dank Meme Center X, man. Long time roundtable super admin Elite Ninja. Shout out to my man Dank Meme, like always, dude. Thank you for the tune in tier for so long and just being goated, bro. You've helped me out so much, so I appreciate you. What's up, Sidious? Welcome to the stream, man. What's up, Joseph? Welcome. How you doing today, brother? What's up, Carlos? Took 4 hours for Gene to update his ROG Ally X. Switch 2 has no chance. You know what the funny thing is? I watched the review for the ROG Ally that I really want you guys to see. That was kind of buried, and that cemented my stance that I'll never buy a portable PC. There's like this reviewer guy, I forgot what his name is, but we'll find. I think it's like James Money or something like that, and he reviewed it, and he just ripped the review. Said, man, people aren't even showing what this thing actually is. But yeah, like the updates are insane. Party Man with the $5 Ninja Peak.
My own home officially passed inspection today, so I'll be officially living on my own now.
Ooh,
super hyped.
Nice.
Play Mario Galaxy 2 theme.
Oh man, Party Man. Now you know Party Man. He's like, yo. Party Man's like, okay, here comes the ladies right now. That's what Party Man's thinking. You can't be bringing the girls around, you know, mom and little sister. Now Party Man's thinking, oh, here we go. I can finally get party girl going. Yo, Party Man. Yo, thank you for the $5 dono. Hey, shout outs though. Congrats on home ownership, man. The fact that you're a homeowner under the age of 30 in today's market, I mean, obviously you're doing something much better than a lot of people out there. So congrats to Party Man. It is not easy to be a homeowner in today's day, especially in the area that Party Man lives in. Like, it's not super cheap either. So congrats to Party Man on that one, dude. You've been busting your butt and you deserve every bit of that, my man. Every bit of it. It says that's why I've been chilling. Yeah, exactly. Just hold true. Cause like there's no, like, if you say, yo, you see a nice girl, she's into you, it's like, oh yeah, let's go back to my mom's house. Oh no, that just kills the vibe right there. That just completely kills the vibe. I mean, I did it, but that was different. It was different back then. You can't be doing that as like a 20, 27, 28-year-old. You can do it as like a 22, 23-year-old, maybe, not even really, but you can't do it as a 26, 27, 28. Nah, going on 30. Nah, you can't do it at that age. Shout outs to Party Man. Thank you for that support, brother. Let's get your message on here as well. Mario Galaxy 2 theme. Appreciate that, Party Man. $5. Yo, we got full combo rewards and effects. We started up right on time, so we ready to get the full stream going. Let's go. Let's get to that 60 combos, overclocks, and we will extend that stream out. But the first one is up with 10 more combos. Thank you guys so much for your support, man. I appreciate it. Let's go. Big love. Also love to see some Mario Galaxy music as well. Mario Galaxy's goated. I love Mario Galaxy. So let's hear. Shout outs to Dane. What's up, Dane? Welcome. Sidious, what's good? Joe 9K. Hey, what up, big Joe 9K in the house? Guys, give some love to Joe 9K. Yo, Ultimate Raul. Is it Ultimate Raul? Yo, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. I got a great joke that's actually terrible. When I was working at McDonald's probably about 25 years ago or something like that, there was this guy named Raul, and he was a cool dude. He was like an OG Hispanic dude. I liked him a lot. And like, you know, there's a lot of young cats that were all working there. You know, we were all kind of young. And you know, he said to Raul, he was like, hey, Raul, if you were an owl, your name would be Raul. Like that. So I thought that was funny. Anyway, I like your name either way. Corny joke, but I like your name. Because he used to always say Raul, but then he called him Raul in that way. And the guy just, and like I said, he's an OG Hispanic dude, right? OG Mexican dude. And he was just looking at him like, man, you gotta be kidding me. I'm just looking like, oh my gosh. And this was like right in the middle of the shift of like lunch, where it's like we're working super hard and he says that. Oh my God. And everyone's like, you gotta be kidding me. Right in the middle of like fast break of lunch. Let's see here. Yo, Dane with the $1 dono coming through. What's up, Dane? Shout outs to Dane. Yo, there used to be a guy that I grew up with. Well, when I was little, like at one of the first apartment complexes when I was like when I was small, like when I was like 4 or 5 that we lived at, and his name was Dane. I used to always think he looked like Bruce Lee because he had like the Bruce Lee like you know, Enter the Dragon haircut, you know what I'm saying? So like we used to always say Dane and like do like Bruce Lee type of stuff. So yeah, his name was Dane though, so I like that name. Shout outs Dane. With the $, says, what an amazing World Series game last night. I'm so tired watching it. 7 hours and 18 innings of baseball last night. Next game starts in an hour. Happy to catch the stream before the game. I bet those guys are tired, man, after playing so many innings. That's crazy. So yeah, that's crazy. 25 years ago, you were only 3? No, I was not only 3 25 years ago. Crispy edges for right now. Let's see how long I can hold on to him, bro. I might have to roll with the, you know, I might be looking like Jerry Rice. Cornrows starting back here in a little bit. Not too careful. But thank you. I appreciate that, fam. Slight PSA reminder to people that have a Legend ZA. They'll have until November 4th to reach the K rank to get the Mega Stone for Greninja. Not sure time given. UFC changes with the DST. Okay, yeah. You got, what, about another, not even less, about a week, right? About a week. So, yeah, get on that. Rena Habag with the $5. Ninja Peach, thank you so much, Rena Habag. I appreciate that. Let's go. Thank you for the big $5 dono. Tying up Party Man as the Hokage on the board. Also, I see Bead Queen's here. What's up, Bead Queen? How you doing today, young lady? Shout outs. Big love to Bead Queen in the chat. Let's get Party Man and Rena at the board here. And I think Justin comes through with the 3 as well. What's up, Justin? Welcome.
I played the Xbox Rog Ally X that my friend has. It's just a portable PC.
Yeah.
It didn't win me over. I still had to tweak settings, and docking was a headache on my friend's TV.
Yep.
My Switch 2 felt like heaven after that.
Yep. I played the ROG Ally when I went to Best Buy. I held it for a bit. I kind of checked it out, and I instantly saw PC stuff on there. I said, nah, I'm good. Like, we're going to watch, if I can find the review, we're going to watch a review of a guy that I want to go over, like, the ROG Ally stuff, because he said that the reviewers that just got the system, they're just not saying the full truth because they want to keep getting sent stuff, and I'm usually very hesitant on doing that because obviously I get stuff too, but I always tell the truth. And anybody that I work with when it comes to, you know, sponsorships or whatever, yo, I tell them, hey, look, man, like, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say with mine. So I'm gonna say the good and I'm gonna say the bad. And they're like, oh yeah, it's cool. You know, your audience is used to that. So yeah, there's definitely some things, you know, when it comes down to that ROG Ally that IGN's review and some of the other reviews, yeah, I don't know about that, you know, but hey, it is what it is. Shout outs to Justin. Combo breaks. One combo away from a 15-minute extension. Let's go, man. Yo, what's up, Mata? What up, man? Welcome to the stream. Orlando asked if we want to buy a survey. I said no. Survey says you did. Yeah. I still wasn't born 25 years ago. Hey, shout outs to the young guns over here, man. What's up, Nintendo Dave? Says, sup, man? What's up, Nintendo Dave? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? Yo, OJ, we got the promotion. Hey, there you go, Donnie. Yo, shout outs, big love to Donnie. Got the promotion over there at the job. Hey, yo, there we go. Let's get OJ heading to GameStop tomorrow to pre-order Imprisonment. They have the demo kiosk. Oh, nice. Let's go, J Views. Dane with another $1 dono coming through. Shout outs to my man Dane. Yo, let's go, man. Appreciate the big dollar. Remember, guys, if you drop a dono, make sure you put your music request. I will play tracks for you. So if you have Justin, if you want to track, or Rena, if you want to track, Dane, if you want to track, let me know. Funny story about the Dane you grew up with. I also had an afro and grew up in Central Valley, Hanford. I only knew one other person named Dane growing up. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, shout outs to Hanford. I haven't been in Hanford very much, but I did play a game against, like, when I was, like, little, or, like, when I was, like 13 or something like that, like 7th grade. Like, we played tackle football against Hanford, so, like, we traveled out there. It was fun. I just beat the dog water out of you guys, but, I mean, it was all good. It was fun. It was a fun trip. Felt like I was just going straight for forever, you know. But yeah, no, it's awesome, man. Shout outs to Hanford. Shout outs to my man Dane. Appreciate you, fam. Let's go. Hey, what's up, Boo Boo? Welcome to the stream. You get that Pokemon Legends ZA installed yet, or what's going on there? Let's see here. Poor MVG having a broken ROG Ally. I think MVG, they sent him the freaking cheaper ROG Ally. They sent him the ghetto one. They sent him the ghetto ROG Ally, which was hilarious. Which was so funny. Anyway, let's get this extension going, though. Overclock, baby. 15 minutes extended on tonight's stream. Let's go.
Overclock Buster!
2 hours and 15. We got a total of up to 1 hour, so 3 hours total that we can still extend out to. Let's go. Big love, though. Yes, sir. Hey, there we go, Donnie. Do you think that Caprice will come out next year? It should come out next year, yeah. I mean, but it could get delayed as well. So, Cosmonaut, what's up, Cosmonaut? Welcome to the stream. What is good? Yeah, already on the shiny grind. Hey, there you go, Boo Boo. Hey, man, I'm glad that you got a chance to, or I'm glad that you won, that you got an opportunity to win. Ooh, I hope I didn't. Okay, good. I'm still alive. I accidentally kicked something back here. I thought I was about to go off air for a second. All right, we get him. Let me back up a little bit. Let me back up. Maybe I'm getting taller. My feet extending back further than I thought it would be. What's up, Omar David? Welcome to the stream. Is Legends ZA final theme fair game? No, that's not. That's definitely not fair game because the game just came out like a week or so ago. So yeah, not quite. It'll be fair game in a little bit though. Give it like next month once like Age of Imprisonment comes out. Like give it till then. Usually the rule is like if it launches like give it about a few weeks, a couple weeks, But I can do anything else though. Yo, Evelyn's World with the big JoJo super chat. Boys and girls, what's up, OJ? Got Breath of the Wild and Mario Galaxy Collection. Ooh, those are nice. Breath of the Wild is so good on Switch 2, like a brand new game. Yep. Saw a neurologist about migraines today. All solved. Yo, okay, things are getting better. Switch 2 comes out. Breath of the Wild, Mario. Not all of a sudden, no more or hopefully less migraines. Okay. Can I now get back? I can now get back to gaming. Yeah, migraines can absolutely kill your motivation to even just be like around, like to be like it really can. Like I've dealt with migraines to a small degree, and I've also seen other people with migraines, and it seems terrible, like. So I'm very happy that you're able to hopefully get that sorted out for a long time to come. So big love to Evelyn's World, one of the newer elite ninjas here, but still an elite nonetheless, I should say. So big love to Evelyn's World with the $9.99. Let's go ahead and put you up at the top of the board here. You are the Hokagen Stream Ninja. Anybody does $9.99 or more, you can tie up or be out. Evelyn's World. We got to put the whole thing like Bobby's World into place. Anybody watch Bobby's World back in the day? I like that show. I thought it was pretty good. At least, but I don't remember a lot of it, but I just remember that it was good. Shout outs to Bobby's World. Shout outs to Evelyn's World too. Evelyn, you're better than Bobby's World. Let me just say that right now. I like you more than Bobby's World. Shout outs though, appreciate you. First JoJo as well. Yo, JoJo on a Tuesday. We out here. 54 on the platinum streak. Let's go. 25 on the combo board. 5 more combos. You guys know the deal. 30-minute extension on tonight's stream. Let's go. After that, can I get Pokemon ZA Night Theme? Of course. Pokemon ZA Night Theme. All right. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for your support, Mr. Dane. Yo, what's up, V? Welcome. What's up, Casual Noob? Says took a few steps today going forward progress. Hey, let's go, Casual Noob. Good to see you here, too. Welcome. V says, OJ, almost have enough wins if it unlock internal. Okay, so here's the thing. V, you can't spoil the game for people who haven't got to that. So please, no spoilers, V. Please don't. Try not to put things that are like post game or things that are because the game just came out. So I shout outs to you doing well and all that, and I appreciate that. Thank you. I wish you luck. But try not to say things that are spoilers for people who haven't got there yet, because the game is still kind of new for some. So yeah, but it's all good. I'm seriously, I'm pulling for you. I'm pulling for you, young lady. And you are awesome too. You're awesome and you're beautiful, V. You're like goated, seriously. Like you're the best. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you. And I hope no, you're good. You're good. You didn't and it wasn't even anything that crazy. It wasn't even anything that crazy. Like that stuff that some people might want to know about. Like, oh yeah, there's more content, after I'm done. So you're okay. Let's see here. Yeah, Bobby's World, he had a big head. That's true. Bobby had a massive head, like Chrome Dome. I'm pretty sure, like, Hey Arnold and, like, Bobby's World, like, there's got to be something connection there. Because, they both had massive Chrome Domes. But, I mean, like, that was the style back then. That's what you had to roll with, like, with the big old football head or something. Like, it was cool. It was cool. Good stuff. New 3D Mario feels far away. It is not. That's the funny thing. It is not. Don't be surprised if the new 3D Mario is announced next year and launches next year. Do not be surprised. I think you're only saying that because we got Donkey Kong Bonanza from the Mario Odyssey team. But Donkey Kong Bonanza has probably been done for a hot minute now, to be honest. It's probably been done for a while based off of what they said. I think in the time period that it took from Mario Odyssey to Donkey Kong Bonanza, I think they made more than one game. Or they had multiple games set up. So yeah, Chrome Dome. Move it, football head. Let's see here. Jimmy had a big head too. Yeah. Jimmy Neutron. Yeah. I mean, and the reason why I know for some people, the reason why they do it so you can make better expressions on the faces. So it's just easier to animation style to have that. I mean, Chucky didn't have. I mean, Rugrats, it's the style that they were drawn, but like kids or babies just inherently have bigger heads anyway. Most of the time, because like a kid's head or a baby's head is going to be big. Like babies, that's how babies look. They look like they got big old heads anyway. So it made sense for like Rugrats for them to have big heads because, like, I mean, look at babies. They look like they got a big old head. Most babies. Some babies, no, but a lot of babies look like they got a big old domes because that's just how it is, you know. And then you kind of like grow, and then like your body kind of grows into it, you know. Like I know for me, I had a big old chrome dome when I was a baby, and my son, he's got a big head too. My wife, she was the same way, you know. So that's just my daughter. She was kind of like that a little bit too. My nephews, they got big old heads too. So yeah. So it made sense like with the Rugrats to have that because that's kind of like how kids are, you know, like little kids. Let's see, Code. Oh yeah, Code Lyoko. Yeah, I was not a big Code Lyoko fan, but I remember. I mean, I know what you're. I know the show that you're talking about. Let's see. I've never played a Fire Emblem game before, but I have Engage and 3 Houses in my backlog. Does the order matter? It doesn't matter, but I would just say play 3 Houses first before you play into Engage, just because. I mean, the more you know about Fire Emblem, the better Engage might be. But you know, maximum enjoyment of Engage really comes from knowing all the characters. So if you don't know all the other characters, I mean, it's still enjoyable and fun, but it's not quite as good as if you know the characters and where they come from, because they have stages in there that are like, it goes back, like paralogue stages that go back like to the scene of like I'd probably say like a very important scene in the games where these characters are from. So if you never played those games, then it means almost nothing, you know. So you also have to keep that in mind. Engage was kind of built for like hardcore fans of the series. Let's see here. Dan Lee with the Dawn 9 says, let's get some ball pit jams. All right, man, I got you. Thank you so much, Dan Lee. Another winner of the Pokemon Legends ZA code. Hopefully you got a chance. Sorry for it being really early in the morning or late at night or whatever it was, Dan Lee, but I had to make sure that I got you the right code. So shout outs to that. I appreciate you. And let's get some music going. This one's been going for a bit, so we'll get that ball. And apparently that game's been selling pretty good too. 400,000 plus copies, and I got a Switch 2 update. Ball pit, music. Excuse me. 2 Stupid Dogs was my jam. I did like 2 Stupid Dogs and Ren and Stimpy. I liked both of those back in the day too. Those were both good. Classic or newer Persona style? Classic or newer Persona style? I don't know what that means. Like, what do you mean, like classic or new? Like, you mean like Persona 3 versus Persona 5 or what? Let's see. Fire Emblem Engage is one of those one episode from Power Rangers where all the Red Rangers meet. Something like that. Maybe like all the past Power Rangers all meet up together like in one show, or like you said, the Red Rangers. Yo, what's up, George FT? Welcome to the stream. You had a big head and a big belly? Yeah, Daniel. That's what happens sometimes, man. So yeah, good stuff though, man. How long are the Hyrule Warriors games? I usually never played one before. I mean, it just depends. Usually they're like, you can beat them in like maybe 15, 20 hours. I mean, let me double check though, just to make sure, because I play them, I do all the side content and I level up. So for me, they're longer than that. But let's see here. Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity. How long to beat the game? 25 hours in length. Yeah, 25 hours to kind of just like get through it normally. And then like if you want to get everything, like completion, like 70 hours plus, which it took me like 70 to 80 hours. And I did most of the stuff in the game. So yeah, 25 hours, 25 or so hours, 20 to 25 hours to get through the games. And then like 70 something if you want to like be completionist, which most of the time you do in Warriors games, because Warriors games have so much extra and side content. So a lot of time like they like kind of nudge, wink you to like, you know, in these other directions and not just doing the main story, you know. Yo, shout outs to General Zamora with the $2 dono coming through. Thank you so much, General Zamora, with the $2 dono, getting us to 29 on the board. We are only one combo away from a 30-minute extension, 2 hours and 30 minutes on tonight's stream. Hey, yo, I appreciate that, man. Okay, yeah, you're being weird, bruh. Ain't nobody trying to hear about that. So we're going to go ahead and put you in a 5-minute timeout. 5 minutes, not too bad. So, yeah. 5-minute timeout. Ain't nobody trying to hear about that, man. You're probably lying, too, anyway. You're probably lying as well. Let's see here. Ball Pit is a lot of fun. Short runs and press for time. Yeah, I heard it's pretty good. But you don't get. I don't get all the Switch 2 and Switch 2 game hate from people. I love My Legends ZA is wonderful. The fun haters are gonna be right. Can you wait for more? Yeah. Well, the thing about it, V, is that a lot of the hate that you're talking about, like if you're talking about YouTube videos, I mean, a lot of it's pretty much not at this point. I think it's very obvious it's being done to make money. So I mean, it's a money making tool, and that's fine. You know, like I said, rent's due. Bills are up, groceries, stuff like that, so I get it. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it's a grift. A lot of these people want to play these games. They're excited to play these, and I'm telling you right now, even some of the biggest grifters, they are dying on the inside. Like if they don't have a Switch 2, you know they're gonna get one at some point. It doesn't matter if it's now or it's later. At some point, they're gonna get one because they're gonna want to play Zelda. They're gonna want to play Mario. They're gonna want to play Super Smash Brothers. You know they want to play Donkey Kong Bonanza. So I mean, like, I think regular critique, V, is fine. If people are just critiquing games or saying, hey, this could be better with the Switch 2, that's fine. So that's not, I don't call that as like hate. But I mean, you guys know like the difference between a grift and a hate. Like, you guys know the difference. There's a clear grift and like clear critique. Clear critique is like, oh, okay, this is what X, Y, and Z game can do better. Okay, Switch 2, it's okay, but it can do this, this, and this better. Grift is like Pokemon Legends ZA sales is like the worst for like, that's like grift. Oh my god, buyer's remorse, like with Switch 2, that's grift. Like, those are, it's like weird, isolated, I'm only gonna look at what's negative to make my video, right? Oh my, slow week in Japan sales. Like, give me a break, dude. Switch 2's been the best-selling system in Japan, and it sells 2, 3 to upwards of 10 times more than other platforms in the country. You know, like, stop it. You know, like, that stuff is grift. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, Nintendo's evil because they're charging more for Mario Kart. Like, that's grift. Like, those are grift videos, you know. So yeah, we know the difference. Let's see here. Okay, I started P5R. Do you want to wait till do you have to wait turns, or can you switch to different characters when the battle starts, like P3R? No, you have to wait for each person's turn. You can't just switch to whatever character you want in the game or in that. No. Let's see here. You timed out hate comments on yesterday's stream. Banished to the Shadow Realm. He's just here to be trolling. Oh, okay. Yeah, he left hate comments. Well, what did he? Real quick before I banish him. Wait, before we banish him, what hate comments did he leave? Like, how bad was it? I don't mind criticism. So if it was like regular criticism, like, you can criticize me or you can criticize the channel. I don't care. That's why I don't really be moderating too hard on the comments in my videos, you know, because people are allowed to have their opinion. So, but like, if it was like crazy, then yeah. Yo, what's up, Chips and Sticks? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? Content creators that go negative to get views. It's like news media preying on our fears. Yeah, it's pretty much like tabloid, you know, stuff like that. It's like tabloid, whatever. What's up, Paul Gale? Welcome, man. How you doing today? Man, I would be hyped for Dragon Quest if I didn't have a million other games to play. Yeah, I gotta know what type of hate. I mean, I trust Clabby's opinion. Clabby is a super elite ninja roundtable, so what Clabby's saying is probably true. I just kind of want to know what type of hate comments it was, just if you don't mind. Like, without, actually, if it's like, obviously, if it's vulgar, then leaving that out. Dane Gonzalez with the $1 dono, getting us to the 30 on the combo breaker. Hey, yo, let's go. Overclock boys and girls in the house. Let's go. Let's go ahead and pop that one right here.
Overclock Buster!
30-minute extension. You guys know the deal. Next one up at 45. 15 more combos, and we will get that extension. Let's go. Dane with the $1 and says, I'm done with the main story of ZA, but maybe 80% in terms of being a completionist. I still need to finish Tears of the Kingdom before Warriors, so I'm wondering if I should spend the next week 100% ZA or pause it and wrap up Tears of the Kingdom so I can jump into Warriors at launch. I would probably say pause it, and wrap up Tears of the Kingdom so you can jump into it. So yeah, go ahead and just wrap up Tears of the Kingdom. That's what I would do. So yeah. Yeah, it's been a while, man. Good to see you here, Chips. Thanks for coming out to the stream, brother. How you been? Let's see here. OJ, did you always have a fade? Looks really good. No, no free. You meant no, like no Diddy? Oh man. Yeah, I usually do, but I usually wear hats a lot. Like, but you know, I usually get a fade every month. I should go every 2 times. I should go probably twice a month, but sometimes I get lazy and I don't feel like going for like a month or two. So then I usually just wear a hat. So, but yeah, I usually whenever I do get a haircut, I just get like a low fade or like a mid fade or something like that. Good day on this end too. That's what's better, Bayonetta 2 or Bayonetta 3. The shorts it is. Oh man, they're both really good. They're both funny. I'm not sure which one's better though. Maybe not that alone, but obviously he's here tonight to troll, agitate until he gets banned. Okay, yeah. All right, we'll put him on a bigger timeout. Like if I trust Clavy's opinion, you know, and like I said, he's already saying weird stuff. You know, we got kiddos that watch, so I'm not a fan of stuff like that as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and okay, I think somebody already banned him though. Yeah, somebody already hit him with a ban. So yeah, all right, he got clipped already, but I'm gonna time him out for 24 hours. But yeah, somebody hit him with the ban already, so oh well. I don't think anything of value was lost, to be honest, considering the type of comment he left. That's weird. Um, let's see here. Dan Lee with the $1.99 says, we got Trails of Horizon coming next year, bro. I don't even want to talk about that, Dan. I do not want to talk about that. I still got to get through Trails first chapter. I still got to play through Trails first chapter, man. No, don't let me hear. I don't want to talk about that at all. Thank you so much, Dan Lee, with the $2 dono. 32 on the board. Yo, overclocks, we out here. 13 more combos for the 45-minute extension. Let's go. Hey, what's up, Boo? Boo Ops. Says hi from France. Hey, shout outs to France. I still gotta visit. I gotta go. I gotta go to France for sure. One of these days. Been good. Just been chilling. Took a step back from CC. Just needed to chill, you know. Still be lurking here and there doing work. Hey, it's all good, man. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. Kind of clear your mind. Do you think Air Riders will sell well in the West? I think it actually is gonna sell well. I'm gonna have a video on it tomorrow though, so make sure you guys check the video out tomorrow. So yeah, I think Kirby Air Riders is actually gonna do pretty well in the West. Yeah. Let's see. I have confidence it'll be a buttery smooth since Trails in the Sky is doing so well. Yeah. The comment was a reason to clip it in the butt, but normally the whole angle about begging is what most of your haters try to downplay your IQ. Begging is downplay my IQ. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, well, I'm here. They can test my IQ anytime that they want. So my IQ's here. So I mean, it's all good. They can come test it. So it's all good though. But I think that, you know, it speaks for itself. I don't think anybody, when it comes to like intelligence levels, there's some people that don't like me for X, Y, or Z reason, but let's just be real here. If I was actually stupid, there'd be way more people trying to come here. Like I say I offer open debate. Hey, you want to come through, debate me on my channel? You can, unless you're not clout chasing, like weird clout chasing. And people have came here and tried to do that. Obviously, I've done that with other people. You know, people got smoked pretty bad recently. So, I mean, if you want to test the intellect, that's fine by me. It's all good. I'm as sharp as ever, though. So, we saw what happened, like I said, in the debate. We saw what happened with the Hidan and Kakuzu. We saw what happened there, bro. I was just laughing the other day, man. I was talking. Who was I talking to? I forgot. I was talking to my friend, bro. And he's like, "Yo," he's like, "Bro, I saw that video where you had that debate, fam." He's like, "What? How do you get into those?" Because like he's not a hardcore, like super, like he's not online like that. I'm like, bro, it just happens. He's like, man, y'all really said y'all put the 1-2 on that boy. Like I said, I didn't talk to him beforehand, bro. He said y'all put the 1-2 on that boy. I'm like, man, it just sometimes it be like that. Sometimes it be like that. Oh man, not that guy, the other guy, not the other guy. The one that I did with Prime, that one. Yo, Anonymous, Anonymo, 0. Thank you for the Jonin tier pledge. Hey, yo, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for the Jonin tier pledge. Let's go, man. That's a little bit of a tier up. I appreciate that. Let's go. Let's get the 35 on the combo board for that new Elite Ninja. I appreciate that, man. 10 more combos. We out here. Thank you for the... and make sure you check out the Discord, Anonymous0. Anybody else wants to join? ! member. Get our Elite Ninjas back up to 500 Elite Ninjas. It's only $1 to join up. That was a little bit, he did a bit higher, so I appreciate the $5. But yeah, there's only a tune in tier for $1. Like I said, I wanted to make it as low as possible for anybody to be an elite. Get yourself some nice emotes, get yourself a badge next to your name that evolves. And of course, we're going to start playing some more games. I always say that, but we really are. I kind of wanted to get back into Splatoon 3, like with the big 4K update and all that. I kind of wanted to get into that a little bit more. And it's like easy to get people to join in and play. So I kind of wanted to play a little bit of Splatoon 3 because like there's been some updates and stuff. So probably start maybe playing that every now and then. So yeah, I've seen Nintendo post talk about slowing down his content because of his job. No, it's because he can't downplay Switch 2. Slowing down content because of his job. Yeah, that's not it. First of all, let me tell you guys something. Let me tell you guys something about content creation, especially like something like Nintendo does. Those videos are incredibly easy to make. Now, when it comes to Nintendo's documentaries, he does okay documentaries. He does okay stuff. Like when it comes to like his retrospectives and documentaries, those take a lot of work. Those are effort. His random rant videos where he takes a few examples and twists it to his narrative, those videos tops 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours to make. Not 2 or 3 hours. That's even, like I said, pushing it. Because it's not like there's elaborate editing in those. Those are easy, quick, dirty turnaround vids. Okay? Because we all make vids like that. We can all, me, John, RGT, Jake Baldino, everybody that is in this space knows, like, can look at that type of vid and say, yeah, that's not a super time consuming vid. So yeah, it's not about his job. It's not at all. It's about the fact that it's becoming harder and harder. Like, and I said this before. I don't know if I mean, listen, I'm only going on the hypothetical that he said that. You might have been mistaken, so I'm not going to sit here and say that outright. But no, it's because it's getting harder and harder. It's because he saw that 201,000 units. It's because he saw that it's going to start ramping up in Japan. It's because he knows that people are buying the system left and right. Every day on Twitter, you see somebody new posing with the damn Switch 2 before the holiday even hit. When you start seeing the articles, Switch 2 has been the top selling system. There's been double-digit losses on Xbox and PlayStation. The bundles are coming out with Pokemon. People are buying that like crazy. It's still #1 on the eShop on Switch 1 and Switch 2, and still #1 in almost every single major region. You start seeing that, it starts basically crumbling your grift. And that's the reason why that's the reason why he's taking a step back. It's the same reason why he won't talk to anybody who disagrees with him. Because it's a farce and it was a scam from the beginning. It was a money-making scam from the near beginning. That's really all it was. Especially the sales stuff. The critique on Pokemon, or the critique when it comes to a game not being up to standards or stuff, that stuff's okay. I don't have a problem with that. But the sales stuff, that stuff was a scam. Slow week in Japan, buyer's remorse, all these weird, like that stuff was a scam. That was a scam. The critique on the actual games and stuff, in terms of like, you know, or even some of the pricing stuff, no problem about that at all. No problem whatsoever. I get it. But the other stuff, like the sales stuff, straight up scam. Straight up scam. That sent with the $10 dono and says music request Mario Party DJ Jungle theme extended to the next extension. Let's go, man. I appreciate that. We'll get that going for you. Thank you for the big $10 dono. That does get us to the Oh my gosh, we went past it. I think Anonymous0 also did another 10. Thank you for that. And he says Nintendo is full of it. He wasn't like this back when the Switch 1 was out. He started doubling down on all the hate and misinformation on Switch 2, and that's why a lot of people are turning on him. I mean, I think that obviously people turning on him, I think it's, to me, if people turning on him, I think that Anonymous Zero, you definitely have a good point there. But if people are turning on him, if you're talking about like now at this point, it's because of the Pokemon stuff to me. I think that the videos talk about Pokemon, it's one of the worst launches, and ignoring the Japanese sales. I mean, like, listen, if you're going to critique Japanese sales normally. Don't just critique it when it benefits you. And that's what he did. I don't think he made a single video talking about the 201,000 units that it sold, but he made videos on the Japanese sales. He did that before. He made at least one. So I think that's where the scam and that's where the fraud stuff is. It's like, wait a minute, hold up. You were talking about slow sales in Japan, but you didn't mention anything about Pokemon and how it boosted it up to 201,000. By the way, that's the highest amount that any system that Nintendo's ever had is, any system in the Switch 1 era or Switch 2 now with Pokemon's debut week. That's higher than Pokemon Scarlet and Violet in the holiday. That's higher than Sword and Shield. That's higher than Arceus. That's higher than Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. By the way, and it's higher by at least 30K. The next best is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. The Switch 1 in 2022 at that month did 170. Now, there's been months where Switch 2 does way better than that afterwards, but I'm just talking about the initial push with the system. Now, in December, we're going to start seeing upwards of potentially, if Nintendo has the stock, 300,000, maybe even 400,000 units sold per week in Japan. It can get up to that high, because I went back and looked, and it got up to 380,000 at some points in like I think it was like 2019 or 2020. I forgot, it's 2021. It got up really high in the holiday. So that's what I was talking about. But yeah, I mean, if that's the case, if people are turning on him because of that, once again, it's because it's becoming more and more nonsense. And like I said from the beginning, it was a scam, money-making nonsense. But yeah, if he's moving away from making videos and stepping away from that, it's because he can no longer make up this nonsense, you know? He can no longer do that. Thank you for Anonymous for another a gifted membership. I appreciate that. Let's go. Shout outs, guys. Let's get there's some people up here on the board. We've got Anonymous becoming the Hokage Stream Ninja, and so did Vadsent. And I'm gonna get you guys' comments in just a bit. I know I've been yapping for a bit, but I mean, like I said, man, I've seen people come and go. I talk about this all the time, you know, like this fake, you know, fraudulent, I'm angry at everything, everything's a problem. Like I said, actual critique is welcome. I think it's good, but the sales stuff was nonsense. The Pokemon sales stuff was complete nonsense. We all know that was nonsense. I think we all know that. So obviously it's doing incredibly well. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, it's interesting if he actually does take a step back. Shout outs to Anonymous though. You are now the new gift ninja as well. I appreciate that too. So thank you, man. I appreciate it. But once again, more and more people are buying Switch 2, you know. More and more people are enjoying the system. I think it's not perfect, for sure. It's not perfect, but it's definitely good. Combo breaks. And let's pop that overclock real quick before we get back into the comments. They had no issue, and then they had no issue with the $1,000 Asus Xbox. Yeah, because once again, it was a grift. Because if you talk about how bad the Asus ROG Ally is, nobody cares about that system like that. So you're not going to get the type of views. I mean, you might get a little bit of views, but you're not going to get the PC hate community views for sure. Let's see here. George FT with the $10 dono. Yo, George FT. Thank you for the support, brother. I appreciate. Shout out to Anonymous Zero too, man. I appreciate the gift. Let's go. George FT out here with the $10 dono, and says the problem with some of these critics is that they leave out context and create narratives that sound worse than they actually are. That's what I'm saying. Pokemon's one of the worst launches since in a while. You left out the fact that it was before the holiday. You left out the fact that there's a new system and people are going to be getting it for Christmas. You left out a lot of those issues. You left out the fact that it was pretty much right on par with the other games. And once again, that's before the holiday. Like, you left all those out because once we get to November, you guys are going to see what I'm talking about. Once we get to November and December, you guys are going to see Pokemon Legends ZA is going to be putting up crazy numbers. Go back and look at the previous Pokemon games and look at the numbers they put up November, December. outside of Arceus, you can't really look at that because that was released after. But look at Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Look at Diamond and Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Look at Sword and Shield. Look at Scarlet and Violet. They put up crazy good numbers throughout the rest of the holiday and even into the following year. So yeah, that's just kind of how it is. Shout outs to George FT, man. Thank you for the $10 dono. I appreciate that. 65 on the board. Yo, pop that overclock. Now we're going further than beyond. We got an hour-long extension locked in, ready to go. 55 coming up on the platinum streak. Shout outs, guys. Let's go. Let's see. OJ, I really like you quote. I really like you quote on not talking about things you don't like. Like, I like the reasoning. Why bring attention to it? Yeah, I mean, you're not going to see me completely hating on a bunch of things that I have, you know, really no interest in playing a lot or anything. Now, do I talk about portable PC gaming? I do. But I do it as more of a thing to make fun of the people that were talking about me. It's kind of like a haha, I told you so sometimes with that, because I had a lot of people coming at me. Steam Deckers, I had a lot of people coming at me. You guys know when I said I sold my Steam Deck, you know, but I don't make videos bashing Steam Deck. Oh, I could ride Steam Deck all day if I felt like it, but I don't make videos bashing Steam Deck all day. I don't make videos bashing ROG Ally. I could. You know, obviously you don't need to actually have the system for people to sit there and hate on it. Like, look at how many people don't have Switch 2 but feel like hating on it, right? So I'm not even saying that you have to do that, but I'm not going to waste my time doing that. I'd rather I'd rather use my time and talk about stuff that I like, or stuff that, like, I can critique something that I actually want to see get better, but I'm going to be fair about it. I'm not going to sit there and be like weird or crazy, you know, because I'm like normal. Some of these people are not right, you know. So yeah. Okay, Kevin, what's good, man? Welcome. Let's hear. Hey, what's up, Contra 3? What's up, Juice Music? Yo, try to comment and ask these dudes legitimate questions about the sales, but it's always nothing but crickets. Yeah. Like I said, I just don't like the line and the manipulation of the sales. That's what I don't like. I don't mind the critique. I don't ever get on people for stuff like that. I mean, I learned to stop doing that. There's been times where I kind of do that a little bit too much, and sometimes even my friends are like, yo, OJ, like, that's not cool. Like, so I kind of learned to just, like, sit back on some of that stuff, or even agree with some of that stuff. Or, like, if it's, like, just talking about stuff, like, agree or disagree, don't really come too hard at it, you know, on it. But, like, for me, at least, it's one of those things to where it's like, it's not like, to me, disagreeing, talking about video game sales or whatever the case is, you know, like, that's not a big deal. You know, like, that's not a big deal at all. That's not like it, or like talking about, oh, disagreeing on a topic and it being like, oh man, like being passionate. That's not a big problem. You know, that's not a big deal to me. I think the issue for me is, like I said, when you start lying about sales numbers, when you start saying buyer's remorse, dude, there is not any damn, it's not like the Switch 2 is being flooded with people sending it back in. Sure, you can buy a used Switch 2, but they're not all over the place, like a bunch of used Switch 2s all over. No, they're not. We all know that they're not. We all know that's not the case. So there's not tons of buyer's remorse. Go look at any of the places where people actually buy systems. Best Buy, Walmart, Target. Look at the ratings. Look at the ratings. People rate it. Amazon, it's all rated like 4 to 4.8 stars. Anywhere in that. People are not saying the system's trash. People are saying the positives and the negatives. People are saying, hey, this is what I wanted. It's like Switch 1, but way better. You know, so let's be real here. Let's stop capping for YouTube money. Like buyer's remorse. That's insane. Because what? A few people have it? How many people are saying it's awesome? I think that stuff like that is just like manipulative, like overall, especially like when you don't present both sides. So that's type of stuff that I think is like trash, you know, especially when you look at like the sales of the system. So yeah. Let's see. Joe Merrick from Silver even got noted that Scarlet and Violet outselling Sword and Shield is a rarity for any Nintendo console with 2 gens of Pokemon games. Yeah, usually the follow-up doesn't do better than the one, but I think the reason why Scarlet and Violet did significant, or is doing better than Sword and Shield, is because the generation lasted so long. And the fact that Scarlet and Violet is an open world Pokemon game with a lot of great online components. It's got co-op that you can go with your friends. It's got 4-player co-op. It's got 4-player raid battles, and it's got a full multiplayer suite. A lot of people talk about the negative with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and yes, I agree. There was a lot with the original release. but the online in that game is one of the most expansive and best onlines that they've ever done. Now, once again, it doesn't always work correctly. The co-op in particular was definitely ghetto at launch, but the raid battles and the typical PvP multiplayer was fantastic. So I think that's the reason why Scarlet and Violet was doing well on top of the elongated generation, where usually a generation will already be over. By the time that Scarlet and Violet came out, the generation's pretty much already on its way out. But Scarlet and Violet got, 2023, 2024, 2025 now to sell. And plus, it got the update as well. But Scarlet and Violet got, it got, 2022, 2023, 2024, and now 2025 for it to sell. So that's the difference, Key cards are definitely selling, Oh, it's not going anywhere for this gen. I mean, it's really going to be dependent on the developer when it comes down to it. I think more developers will find ways to make non-game key cards, but you're going to see some developers that obviously if it's above 64 gigabytes, they're going to try their best to, they're probably not going to be able to get it on a physical card. But I mean, hopefully Nintendo can think of some type of strategy with making those cards cheaper, in addition to getting some different sizes, maybe a bigger size. But I mean, that's going to be an expensive card, but maybe the options there, or maybe some smaller sizes, probably like a 32, but even then that'd be expensive. So it's really going to be dependent on, how well the Switch 2 does. All those big views Dean was getting don't matter. That the content he makes eventually fades out, especially when you can't maintain that lie and grip anymore. I'd rather support channels with facts. Yeah, Bombay. I mean, that's what I was saying. That's why I said, how long is he? And I said this because, like I said, I've been around on YouTube since 2010, 2011. I've seen guys like this come and go. They really do. The guys that are, the Chad Wardens, even though he's not really Chad Warden, but like, you guys know what I'm talking about. Like the crazy people that are just so hardcore negative. Once again, I've seen guys like this come and go, and I've seen people get great views, make a lot of money, and they're like, I don't want to do it anymore. It's not fun. I'm killing my soul. Gaming, once again, is supposed to be a hobby. So you go to work, you come back, and then you say, I got to be angry today. You just already spent time at work. You're going to come home, and now in your hobby time, you're going to spend 2 hours, 3 hours making angry videos, looking up and searching negative news and all that. Is that what you're going to do with your time? Is that what you're going to do with your gaming? When's it gonna, it's going to dry up, right? It's going to dry up. You're not going to have as much negative stuff to talk about. Everyone's going to be discussing Switch 2. People are buying Switch 2. It's doing well. It's going to get the new big 3D Mario. It's going to get the Smash Brothers. It's going to get the stuff that you want, So it's like, how long can you keep this up? And once again, I've seen guys come and go. I've seen so many people. I feel like LeBron James when it comes to YouTube, when it comes to this community. I've seen so many YouTubers rise up and then crumble down. Their mind goes insane because they're tired of doing negativity, or they're tired of even toxic positivity. I've seen it all, man. I've seen it all, bro. And that is what he's doing is a fast tracking yourself to mental illness. Like, it legitimately is. This is supposed to be a hobby. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be. If you have a career outside of YouTube, you shouldn't be wasting your time doing this. Like, I get it. It's extra money, but it's not worth the mental. Like I said, anybody can do what he's doing. Find something negative, talk about it in a video, rant on negative, call Nintendo evil. It's not hard. It's very easy to do this. Rant about whatever. Like, that's all you got to do. It'll take a few takes. It's not hard at all to do it. But it comes at your mental health. It comes at the guise of your, it comes at the, I would say, at the mercy of your mental health. So how long can you keep this up? How long can you do this, But we'll see. It might just be like he needs a break to recharge, or he needs some negative news to come about so he can get right back at it, What's up, Mr. Davis? Welcome to the stream. Let's see here. But what's good? I used to like the Fallout games, but I'm not really big on Fallout anymore. So yeah. I still gotta play Trails from 2004, bruh. I think game key cards will sell more. The generation goes on. It's more people. If it's a game people really want, they'll buy. I think Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate is gonna sell great as a game key card. Like, I don't think it's gonna sell bad. I think it's actually gonna do pretty well as a game key card. Let's see here. I said I've noticed RGT 85 has been much more negative lately. Yeah, but I think his is just critiquing certain things that he doesn't like. I don't think it's making up sales like fudging sales numbers and things like that. Like, once again, regular negative critique of things is fine. I have no problem with that. I've critiqued things too. I don't think legitimate critique is fine. Like I said, to me, it's the grifting that's the problem. We got to make sure that we separate negativity with critique, like negative critique about something, and like grifting. I don't think RGT grifts most of the time. I don't think he does. I think the grifting is like I said, the grifting is Pokemon had one of the worst launches ever and it looks terrible. It's like, okay, grifting is like buyer's remorse. That's the grift, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the grift type thing. Had a slow sales week in Japan. It's the #1 system sold in Japan. It's selling above what the Switch 1 sold at that same time period. It's sold out in Japan, like, in terms of the stock levels, it's sold out in Japan. Like, what are you talking about, slow? Dude, there's limited shipments there. Like, so that's the grift stuff that I'm talking about that people will do. Let's see here. There's Evelyn's roll with the 499 says, if I could give Nintendo some advice, I'd say don't be a scrub. There you go. Don't be a scrub. I agree. But once again, we'll see what happens. I know a lot of people do watch his channel, so hopefully, like I said, hopefully his mental health is good, because I think that if he was actually a big Nintendo fan, which it does seem like he was, like, this has to eat at your mind. It has to really, and like I said, you can't go and enjoy video games. You can't go and enjoy video games. You can't enjoy Donkey Kong Bonanza. You can't enjoy Mario Kart World. You can't enjoy Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. You can't enjoy Kirby Air Riders. You can't enjoy the games because you're gonna be a hypocrite. You're gonna be so negative on what is supposed to, like, what you're supposed to be saying is bad, you know? So I think that's a problem. Also, Joe 9K with the big $50. Shout out to Evelyn's World. And Joe 9K, goodness gracious, says, why does it seem like Nintendo bought Sakurai and asked him to release a game making Mario Kart, their most popular franchise, look bad in all possible aspects, price, contents, DLC, etc.? Well, Mario Kart doesn't have any DLC right now, and neither does Kirby Air Riders, so there's nothing that they can do on that front. Mario Kart's probably going to get DLC. When it comes to price, obviously, if you want to buy the Switch 2, you can get Mario Kart in there for $50 compared to Kirby Air Riders is $70. $10 more for Mario Kart. But I think that Sakurai, in terms of what he does, Sakurai makes a game in a certain type of way. Mario Kart is a long burn type of game. A game like Mario Kart, it's going to be around for a long time. So the Mario Kart that you see right now is not going to be the same Mario Kart that you see in 5 years from now or 6 years from now. It's coming from somebody who's been around. Mario Kart 8, when that first launched, it is nothing like Mario, well, not nothing, but it is very different from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. If you compare the two, go back and play the vanilla Mario Kart 8. It looks terrible in comparison. So Mario Kart is a long-term content system seller. So that's the reason why. Kirby Air Riders is not. Sakurai knows this is his shot. This is all he's doing. He doesn't want to have any type of regrets or anything, right, with Kirby Air Riders. He's probably not going to be able to make another one. So do everything that you can to sell it. Do everything that you can to market it. Do everything that you can to make the game what it is, because it's not going to be, there's not going to be a ton of updates and DLC and all that. That's the reason why. That's the big difference. Mario Kart's going to be around for forever. Nintendo's going to market it forever. Nintendo's going to have it in bundles for forever. Nintendo, it's just going to be around for a long time. So that's the big difference between the two games. How you feel about Mario Kart 3 or 4 years from now is probably going to be completely different how you feel about it right now. And that's coming from somebody who saw Mario Kart 8 when that first launched, and now I see Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and see how that is. Almost completely different games, you know? So that's the reason why. So give it some time and you'll see what I'm talking about, Joe 9K. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about with the strategy with Mario Kart. They're not going to rush out DLC. They're not going to rush out a bunch of updates and content. They're going to release it when it's ready. There's going to be a lot of courses, a lot of different updates that they do, and they're going to generally, gradually over time, release new courses and release new things, but they're not just going to sit there and douse it with a bunch of stuff just because it's going to come over time, just like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe did. But good, to be honest, if you look at it right now, absolutely, Kirby Air Riders looking way more exciting right now, you know? Absolutely. Shout out to Sakurai, though. He's a GOAT. I got to make a video about Sakurai. I'm going to make a video about him soon. Big love to Joe 9K. Good comment too, my man. Good comment as well. Big love to Joe 9K though. Seriously, thank you for a lot of support recently, man. I appreciate that. Joe, you don't have to do that, man, but I really do appreciate it. It helps keep PlayerEssence going to where we don't got to be like Nintendo. Rent's not always due. No hate to Nintendo. Nintendo, if you're watching or if somebody gets this to him, please let's have a talk about some sales numbers and stuff. I'd be more than happy to discuss anything that you want to talk about when it comes down to Switch 2 and, you know, good and bad. So I think that'd be a fun interview. But I don't think he's going to take that. I don't think he's going to do it. Platinum Streak 55. Actually unlocked. Let's go. JoJo boys. 8 on the JoJo boys. Let's go. 8 on the JoJo boys. Let's pop that even further than beyond. And let's go with the platinum. You guys know the limit breaker. Let's go. Shout outs, guys. Appreciate that. Joe 9K with the big 50. Anybody else 50 or more? You can be my man. Joe 9K on the top of the board. Hey, yo. Let's go. We are out here, man. Hey, what's up, Griffin1? Welcome to the stream. Shout outs. You guys give some love to Joe 9K in the chat, though, for real. Guys, give him some more thumbs up, too. Folks with system collecting dust are the ones buyer's remorse. Yeah. Big love, though. Strange, what's going on with Microsoft is more heartbreaking than what happened to Sega. I think Sega, to me, was a bit more heartbreaking. But I think that the overall scope of what happens with Microsoft, that can be more impactful. Because they own so many IPs. So, yeah, Mario Kart 8 base was a mere skeleton compared to 8 Deluxe. Yep. So I think there's going to be a lot of extra stuff that they add. There's a lot of room for improvement. I mean, they did add the stuff to where it makes the, you know, the single player better, like in terms of like showing on the map. But I think that there's even more stuff that they're going to add. I think there's going to be like a lot of retools. It's going to look very different years from now. If you played, which is better, Digimon World 2 or 3, I'm not really sure. I'm not a big Digimon guy, Kevin. I think there's a revisionist history when it comes to Mario Kart. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe started out as a Mario Kart 8, which had its own issues, bad battle mode, redundant drivers, etc. Yeah, like people don't remember all that because it was a bit long ago, because it was in the Wii U era. So Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, that was what you got at the launch of the Switch one. So that's, you know, that's obviously 8 years ago, you know, but people see that as like the Mario Kart game because a lot of people didn't have a Wii U. But the base Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, oh man, like it was definitely a bit rough in terms of like content and stuff. But it got better over time, and then by the end of the Wii U generation, it was pretty good. So I'd expect them to add content and make Mario Kart much better going forward. But that's why I think that it was a bad idea to make it for 80. I don't think there was any point in making it for 80. I know that it took a long time to make the game because they started, you know, like in 2019 or whatever, right? It took them a long time to make that game, and I get that, but or like 2017 or 2018 or whatever. But I think they should have just made it for 70. And I think if they have the bundle, then it gets way less criticism. But don't you think there's a lot of hate in Mario Kart World now because not doing what people are asking for, or at least what they're missing or messing around the formula fans are used to with 8? I mean, I think that the thing about it is that what people are asking for, I'm not sure what people are asking for. They're asking for like the 3-lap tracks, right? And like I think that they've made updates to do the 3-lap tracks more, so they have that. And I think that's all I've seen people ask for. So I mean, I think maybe more laps or more tracks. That's the stuff that you're gonna have to wait for. Like they're not gonna rush out a bunch of tracks just because people are saying get me more tracks. They're not gonna do that because it's gonna be a rushed thing. They're gonna wait. So they're gonna wait till it's ready. Mario Kart's one, like I said, one of those games that's a long burn. But people are not. I mean, if you just yell online for tracks, people aren't just gonna go out there and say Nintendo's not just gonna be like, okay, yeah, we're gonna rush out some tracks and get you guys. They already have DLC that's coming up. They're gonna work on it. They're gonna do it, but there's no rush. They're gonna make sure they're gonna perfect it, and then when it drops, there's gonna be a substantial update. But when it comes to like what some of the people have been saying about the game in terms of like the 3-lap tracks and like other aspects of like the single player, they've patched that into the game already. So that's already been patched in. So the 3-lap tracks, you get those more often. The single player stuff, they've already patched that in to make that easier to collect like all the Peach medals, and they've actually made a bunch of little tweaks here and there to make the game better in terms of what people were asking for. So I'm not sure, like I said, they can probably add more stuff or add more content. But when it comes to like certain stuff that people were complaining about, they've already patched that in. So yeah. So let's see here. It says, yeah, why do it take years to make the game lovable? the simple things. Yeah, like I said, I don't know when was the last time you played it, but like when it comes to stuff like that, like I said, the 3-lap tracks, they've already patched that in more, and you've always been able to vote for that. Like if you're playing with your friends, like it's easy to get that if you want to use that. Like that's no problem. And like I said, like the single player stuff, they've patched it to where it's easier to play through the single player campaign. So they've already put that stuff in. So they have listened when it comes to that, at least from what I understand. When it comes to other things, like I said, it's just stuff that they're going to take time on to do when it comes to Mario Kart World. Like they're going to take their time to make like the tracks. They're not going to be in a rush to release them. So yeah. Mario Kart doesn't need DLC. First year, in my opinion, we got probably 8 more years to switch to. Yeah, like I said, like I think it's going to be one of those things to where they're not going to rush out DLC very fast. I don't think they had like a substantial DLC set for this year. I think they're just going to let the game, you know, come out. Most people play Mario Kart casually with their friends. People don't like hardcore play it like 24/7. So let it cook. They'll have some DLC for it next year, and then you know they'll come out. Dane Gonzalez with the Toby Blaster. Let's go.
$18 for the 18 innings last night, and good luck to the Dodgers tonight. Baseball. I never played Age of Calamity.
Okay.
Is it worth going back to it on Switch 2 in 2025, or just throw in the towel? Especially with all the games in my backlog I need to finish.
Is it worth it? Is it worth it? I mean, with all the games in your backlog, probably not. It's probably not worth it with all the games in your backlog. I don't know if it is worth it. I don't know if it is. But to Joe's point, shout out, so I see what you're saying. Hopefully they get stuff out quicker, because I know people really love Mario Kart. So I don't think what you're saying is wrong, because there's obviously a large sentiment of people that feel the same way that you do. So I understand what you're saying. I'm definitely not discounting what you're saying. What you're saying is like, I wish that there was some more stuff too. Then again, I'm not big on Mario Kart, like playing it like crazy. So I kind of just play it, and then once they release new content, I play it some more. But I see what you're saying for sure, 100%, man. Like I get that for sure. We'll see what happens next year though. Don't be surprised if we get new Mario Kart tracks announced at the next Nintendo Direct in March, and then it launches like in April. Like it launches like a month later or like a couple weeks later. So don't be surprised if that happens. Dane, thank you for the big $18 dono. But yeah, I think if Age of Calamity had a 60 FPS update, I would say yeah, play it. But it doesn't. It's 30 FPS. So since it's 30 FPS, I say no, don't. But if it was 60 FPS, I would say yeah, play it. Take some time to play it, but yeah. So yeah. So I'm still waiting to see if Nintendo makes an MP4 themed Switch 2, then I'll get on board. They're not gonna make an MP4 Switch 2, no, probably not, man. If they were gonna make one, they would have already announced it by now, because when it comes to the holiday sales, Griffin, you have to get the inventory ready to go, and you have to let the consumers know what they're going to get. So I don't think they're gonna make one. I mean, it's possible, but they already have a Mario Kart, they already have a Pokemon. I don't think they're gonna make a themed Metroid Prime 4 Switch 2. But I would say this: if you have the money for a Switch 2 and you really are looking forward to Metroid Prime 4, like I said, if you have the money, now if you're tight on cash and you can't afford it or whatever, maybe you're good with the, like, I get that. But if you have it, get it, because listen, man, Metroid Prime 4, it's gonna be fine on Switch 1, but I'm telling you, you really want the real, and I just got goosebumps right now, you really want the real graphical experience, Metroid Prime 4 is gonna look incredible on Switch 2. Like, it's going to look absolutely nuts. On Switch 1, it's gonna be fine, but it's gonna look a little bit crusty. It's gonna, because like if you compare the Switch 2, like the newest footage of the game compared to the Switch 1 footage, bro, if you got a 4K TV, it's gonna look soft. And for that type of game, if you can play the, like I said, if it's exclusive and you can play the highest quality of it, go for that, because it's been 18 years since Metroid Prime 4. We don't know when Metroid Prime 5 is happening. It could be another, you might not get many more chances to experience a Metroid Prime game, considering how infrequent they've been coming out. So I recommend getting it on Switch 2. I recommend getting a Switch 2 and experience it on there. That's what I recommend. I honestly recommend getting it on there. So yeah, man. Just because, I don't know, man. Your first experience with the game, if you want it to be memorable and legendary, especially if you're a big Metroid Prime fan, I wouldn't waste it on a Switch 1. I personally would. Not with that game. I think with other games you could, but not that game. You know, not that game in the type of game that it is. But like I said, if you want to play it on Switch 1, feel free. But I'm not trusting that the game is going to look and run incredible on Switch 1. Like, it's probably going to be good, but man, I don't know. Like 4K 60, 120 FPS on Switch 2. That's the type of game that you need. I think that it's like, okay, first person shooter, yeah, you kind of need that, you know? You kind of need that. Let's see here. What makes you think we're getting a 3D Mario next year? Because one, they've been starting to talk about it in terms of Mario evolving. And two, I think that the amount of time that they took between Mario Odyssey and Donkey Kong Bonanza, I think that's the reason why they made multiple games, and the Mario team's massive. So, yeah. Age of Calamity is worth it if you love Warriors games, but you really gotta love it at this point. Yeah, it's good if you like Warriors games. I don't even like Warriors games, but I like Zelda, so... I'm surprised we didn't get an Age of Imprisonment eShop demo like we did with Age of Calamity, where they let you carry over progress. I mean, yeah, we didn't get that, so I'm not sure why we didn't get that, but we did it. Maybe they didn't have the time to make it, or they didn't feel like making it. I mean, there's a demo at Best Buy, but I think one of the reasons why is because they want you... Here's what they want you to do. And this is my marketing brain working, right? Epic Globster. This is something that you probably wouldn't know unless you're in marketing. They don't care about you specifically. You already have a Switch 2. Who they care about is the people that are going to the store. Oh, what's this? Oh, wow, I can play Mario Kart. Oh, wow, I can play Donkey Kong. Oh, I gotta buy a Switch 2. And it's right there. So FOMO. That's one of the reasons why. They're more worried about that right now. Getting more people to buy it. Now, I think that once Switch 2 starts settling in and getting more of an install base, you know, early adopters, and it kind of, I mean, they might start doing more demos that you can download, or even demos that you can play afterwards. So, for example, they have a demo for Donkey Kong Bonanza, but that was released afterwards. So they might do a demo afterwards for Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. So they might do that. But right now they're focused on getting that demo in the stores so you can play it and then say, I want to buy the game right then and there, if you're someone that doesn't, or someone who wants to get a Switch 2, I want to get it right then and there, you know? So that's what I'm guessing. They're prioritizing getting the demos in the stores. 888 job with the 28 months. I appreciate that, man. Xbox, Carlos Hernandez, thank you for the 28 months 888 job. Carlos Hernandez with the $5 is Xbox bosses saying TikTok is their competition when it takes hours to update their $1,000 Xbox handheld. Yeah, I know, man. It is what it is. Evelyn's roll with the $4.99 and says, this whole generation gives me chills. I have high hopes for this generation. Yes, this generation is looking like it's going to be one of the best generations for Nintendo, for sure. It's definitely looking like it's going to be a great generation. It's off to a great start. And I think that the quality, the biggest difference, I think, for me, is the quality of, like, quality in terms of specifications for the games. Switch 1 had high quality games, but there was a little bit left to be desired when it came to some of, like, the frame rates and stuff. Switch 2, I said the same thing. What did I tell you guys? I said, listen, Switch 2 for Nintendo's first party, Nintendo isn't going to deviate too far from what you see graphically, but it's just going to run a lot better. That's what I said. I told you guys this. Remember what I told? I said it's going to look better. It's going to look graphically better. It's going to be more advanced, but they're not going to go well far and above like 10 times, like a million times better. They're going to focus on making sure that the games run better, because that was the biggest complaint. The biggest complaint with Switch 1 wasn't graphics. It was frame rate. It was performance. It was not graphics, because the graphics looked fine. Breath of the Wild looks fine. 10 years from now, Breath of the Wild is going to look fine. Even with the most... You can compare Breath of the Wild to the new Witcher game, and people can still go to Breath of the Wild and say, oh, that looks fine, even though Witcher 4 is going to look way better. But you can still go into Breath of the Wild on the Switch 1 and be like, oh, that looks fine. But the performance was the problem. The performance was the biggest issue. So this generation starting out where you're like, no, from the beginning, you got 60 FPS from the beginning with most games. Every Nintendo first-party game targets 60 FPS in the year that it launched. That is the good thing. You know, I think that is great. So, and yeah, some games with 120 FPS. Metroid Prime 4, 120 FPS, right? So So that's the thing that I think that's what makes this generation. I'm like, okay, I like where we're going with this, because with the Switch 1, I love the Switch 1 and it was great. We had a lot of 60 FPS games from Nintendo. We had Splatoon 2, we had ARMS, we had Mario Odyssey. There were 60 FPS games. But then there were the other games, right? Then there was stuff like Zelda Breath of the Wild, which was a little bit rough in some areas. Then we had Xenoblade Chronicles 2, was a lot of rough in a lot of areas, you know. So then there was like the flip side of that, right? Then there was like the flip side of it, where there were some games that were great, then other games like, oh, not so good. But Nintendo did a good job with 60 FPS in year one of the Switch. I mean, pretty much most of the games were 60. Any Wii U port was 60. Well, obviously not Breath of the Wild, but you guys know what I mean. Like Pokken Tournament, games like that. So yeah. Demo builds take time away from the final notches, and considering the year one lineup has been crafted to the liking to make sense to do kiosk segment. Yeah, exactly. And I think that they'll probably release a demo for Age of Imprisonment after. I think it'll be after. So, new haircut. Yeah, I got it last week, I think. But yeah, did I get it last week? I got it Sunday. Yeah, I got it Sunday. So I wear hats a lot. So if I haven't got a haircut in a while, I'll just wear a hat. But yeah, I told the barber, I said, just go low, man. I'm balded anyway, so whenever it goes, but just go ahead and just give me what you got. Let me just cut it low. So yeah. I like it low too, because it makes it so much easier. Like hair care is like so much easier now, you know. Easier to comb out any dandruff or flakes, easier to clean my scalp, easier to do everything, easier to apply like my hair product, my hair regrowth and stuff. So it's so much better to have your hair cut low. I'm liking it a lot more. My mom likes it too, so that's good. And my wife likes it. She was like, yeah, don't ever grow your hair. I'm like, yeah, it grows all patchy anyway. So what's up, Gloria? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Here's the hoping it sells more close to the OG Switch. I don't think it's gonna sell as much as the OG Switch, but it doesn't have to. The OG Switch is a phenomenon. It's hard to sell as much as that. There's only been 2 other systems in the history of systems that have ever sold as good as the OG Switch, Switch 1. There's only 3 systems that have ever sold 150 million units or more. There's actually no systems that have ever sold. There's a gap between Switch, DS, and PS2, and then there's like a fat gap where most systems don't even get close. The next closest system to the Switch, which is Switch 1, is at number 3 spot. The next closest system is the PS4 at like 117 million. 117 to 120 million. So there is a gap of no systems ever selling, like, you know, or I think like the Game Boy sold almost that. But there is a gap. There's like no systems that sell like 120, 130, 140. There's like a 30 million gap between Switch, PS2, you know, DS, and everybody else. A 20 to 30 million gap plus. So it's hard to reach up to that. The systems that are that high are like phenomenon systems, like circumstantial systems. Most systems are going to be lower. They're going to be lower than that. They're going to be nowhere near as high. So yeah. I miss having waves. Shaking my head. Yeah, you have like the low cut right now, right, Shark? So you have like the bald cut, right? I wish Atlas would give us 60 FPS on P3R. Well, they're patching it, but I don't know if it's going to be a 60 FPS patch. Hey, what's up, 91 Gamer Boy? If I don't notice that GameStop announced the console war being over when it's already obvious. I think they're doing it more as like tongue-in-cheek, like joking. But yeah. Sky Guys, Quest with the 22 months of tune-in tier. Thank you. Hey, Glory, it's good to see you in the chat, too. Thank you, Dan White. I appreciate that. Shoutouts, man. What's up, Super Christian Air Rider? Air Rider. Super Christian Air Rider. I like the name. No OJ with the fro. No OJ with the fro. No. Cyber Taurus with the JoJo.
The OG Switch will never beat the PS2. Sony keep finding units in the back of crusty stores so they can increase the sales numbers. Criminals' tears of joy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know. As soon as it gets close, they just say it's done more. Jim Ryan on his way out, like, oh yeah, I'm glad that we sold 160 million. I'm like, oh brother, cut me a break. The Switch 2 was about to beat out, or the Switch 1 was about to beat out the PS2, and then they jumped it by 5 million units, you know. Oh man, shout out to Cyber Toys. Thank you for the JoJo boys. Here we go. Combo breaks and you guys know what time it is. 150 overclocks on the board. We are out here tonight, guys. Maybe a double platinum for tonight. It's possible. Tomorrow I will have the video potentially for the marathon stream. I think we're gonna go for Thursday for the marathon stream, so get ready for that. Might go from like I think 12 to 6. I think we might look, or 12 to 3 or 4, but then we might see if we can get extensions to 6 o'clock. So we might do that. We'll see though. We'll see. But yeah, good stuff. Shout out to my man Cyber Taurus. I appreciate that. So I should have the poll up tomorrow so you guys can vote on what games you want to see. Switch 1 games. Probably gonna do like a lot of backwards compatible Switch 1, Switch 2 games. So yeah, good stuff. Thank you so much, Cyber Taurus, though. I appreciate that. Let's go. Thank you so much for your support, guys. I appreciate it for real. Appreciate that. Slick Jimmy Ryan. Yeah, they used to always call him Lion Crying Dance Moves Jim Ryan. I think who was it? Randall L. Thor. He used to always say that. Lion Crying Dance Moves Jim Ryan. So yeah, man. Sorry, I was AFK making dinner for the family. Oh man, you don't have to apologize. Bruh. First of all, I always say this, guys. Family first. Take care of the family first. You take care of your family, you'll be a much more happy man or woman, you know, or person. So take care of your family first. You don't gotta, man. You've already supported, even if you didn't. Just hanging out here, man. You've been dope. So I appreciate you, man. Don't worry about that. But yeah, take care of the happy, you know, happy wife, happy life, happy fam. I don't know. I don't have anything to rhyme with it. But yeah, happy fam, very good. Happy fam, no spam. There we go. No spam from the kids and from everybody spamming you with nonsense. Yeah, happy fam, no spam. There we go. Any news updates on Mina the Walrus yet, since it's getting pushed back? No updates right now. No updates right now. Once they have a release date, I think Celia's already talked about this on the Spawncast. Once they have a release date ready to go, they'll let us know. They'll give us an update on that one. So yeah. They'll give us an update on that. Shout outs to Dan White though, man. Appreciate the compliment, fam. I appreciate you, seriously. But yeah, good question though. Lion crying dance moves Jim Ryan. Lion crying dance moves moonwalking Jim Ryan. Yo, what's up, Dasin? What's up, man? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? So yeah, man. Like I said, I played Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment. I thought it was smooth. Like Zelda felt a little bit more delayed with their attacks, but they felt very weighty and like impactful. Like her light sword, it felt good to play as her. But I think like the chick Minoru, I think that's what her name is. She was pretty cool because she like makes like, you know, like Zonai devices. She like makes big old. She like rides around like on like a Zonai device. She makes Zonai devices, so it's actually pretty fun to play as her. And King Raru has like a big heavy, you know, he's like a big spear attacks, heavy weighted spears. The lighting looks fantastic. I mean, I don't know, like HDR, they say it's like fake HDR on Switch 2. Whatever it is, the lighting looks like Luigi's Mansion 3 lighting. Like in that, the depths, it looks like that, like how good the lighting looks there, like with the flashlight and stuff. But like even better, because like the resolution is pretty good. So I was really enjoying that demo. They don't give you much time to play it, but you can play it as many times as you want at the Best Buy demo kiosk or like at demo kiosk. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I think it's going to be a solid game. I think it's going to be good. Oh shit, you played it? How did it feel? Most likely snappier, but yeah, it felt snappier. It felt snappier and it felt more like it it didn't smell anyway type of way. It like felt like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but like when buttons have like weight to it, like with certain attacks, but like when you attack with somebody else, it feels more responsive. That's kind of how it felt with like Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity compared to like if you play a game like at 6, like Fire Emblem Warriors. So it feels more like Fire Emblem Warriors with that 60 FPS than it does like, or like how about Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. It feels like that, but it feels kind of like not so like lightweight papery. Fire Emblem Warriors and Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition on Switch 2, if you play them on Switch, well, if you play them on Switch 1, they run at 60, but if you play them on Switch 2, it also runs at 60. but like those games feel kind of paperweighty with the combat. This one kind of feels a bit more like Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. It feels like a bit more weight behind it, which if you play that game on Switch 2, that also runs at 60, but it doesn't feel as paperweighty as the combat. It feels a bit more delayed, a bit more weighty with the combat compared to that. Now, compared to Age of Calamity, that's kind of hard because Age of Calamity has like frame rate issues. So like it feels smooth at times, but then it doesn't, you know? So Age of Calamity is so herky-jerky at times, but it does feel like pretty good weight with some of the combat, depending on who you're using, right? So it's kind of like a nice compromise, but it does have its own like unique feel to it overall. So yeah, never forget the phony Sony brand momentum. Oh my gosh, that one almost gave me an aneurysm. Oh my goodness, man, I had to check me for my blood pressure, bro. Hypertension in this piece. That freaking brand, oh my gosh, that freaking brand momentum was a complete load of hogwash, malarkey. Lion crying, dance moves, chart lion crying, chart scamming Jim Ryan, dude. Like that one, I flipped out, man. You guys know me, man. I don't mind critique. Talking about I don't like this game because of this and that doesn't get up, but sales stuff irks me because I'm a business guy when it comes to like my background, like what I did before I started doing YouTube. That stuff irks me, man. It really does. I don't like it. I do not like sales nonsense. I really don't like. I hate when people manipulate sales. It pisses me off, dude. It pisses me off, and I get it. It shouldn't, but man, it does. I hate sales manipulation. I really do. Because people did that crap against me. I think it's because people did that crap against me all the time. Like when I was working, it's cutthroat. People will do all these little things. I remember one time, let me tell you one thing. Like one time we had like a little thing that you can do, kind of like low key, kind of like boost like your pre-order, like your pre-sale numbers for like a place that I worked at. And people did other little things. I remember I told one guy like that I work with, I'm like, oh yeah, like this is kind of like a cool little thing that you can do, like kind of help out, which it wasn't completely against the rules, but it was like, oh, it's like an unwritten rule. Like, oh, you can do that, just chill. So I'm like, oh yeah, it's like a little thing that I was trying to help him out. You know what he did? He went and ran and told. So ever since then, I'm like, bruh, like people fudging numbers, even if it's myself, I don't like it no more, man. If I'm gonna get in trouble for that, nobody should fudge numbers. So ever since then, I've been a no fudging numbers person, you know? I hated it. I hate that. So to me, when people try to manipulate numbers, it irks me. It irks me, man. It really does. So yeah. Data manipulation grinds my gears, bro. Like it's not like it's like the be all end all. Like it's not like I'm gonna freaking blow a gasket like on stream or anything, but like I'll usually respond to stuff like that. If people fudge sales numbers or if they try to manipulate sales numbers, I'll usually say that's not correct. You know, I'll usually say that's not correct. Like I said, we've seen it before. Like, you know, no shots to intending, but he does it all the time. So, let's see. I'm married to the PlayerEssence channel. Hey, shout out to Alvin. I appreciate you, fam. Any thought who you might main in Air Rider? Dude, I have no idea. I'm probably just gonna pick Kirby or Meta Knight. Kirby or Meta Knight, one of those two. You know, one of those two. So yeah. From your demo video, it's giving Loki Hades 2 vibes with the mood and lighting. I'm here for it. Yeah, I mean, I can understand like with the scenario, but it plays very different. Well, not very different, but it plays very different. If that, you know what I mean? Like Hades 2 has a lot of enemies coming at you, and you got to beat them all. But like the combat and how it plays out is completely different. Like the upgrading path and like, you know, Hades 2, it's like one character. That one I didn't show it, but you can switch characters on the fly. You can swap characters, and like I think you saw a sync attack, so that's obviously very different. So once you start playing it, it's very different from Hades too, you know. Sony just made it up. They weren't even manipulating that. Yeah, that was definitely a made up chart. I mean they probably pulled it from something, but like they completely manipulated to the point where you can say that it was almost made up. To sit there and say that Sony had more brand momentum than Nintendo, with the Switch 1 absolutely like dominating the sales charts, there's no way. There's no way. There ain't no way that it did have more brand momentum means a lot of things. But when you're a company, I guess you could make up your own brand momentum. Notice how they said it was sourced from Sony's own internal numbers. It's not like they use, oh, the media create or Famitsu or MPD or this or that, or like we used Google Analytics. They used their own insight. Okay, that's complete cap. Like, complete cap. So, hey, what's up, Jose? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? Welcome. Do you think they'll patch Age of Calamity for Switch 2? I mean, it's possible, but if they didn't do it at this point, I don't know if they're going to do it at all, you know? I don't know if they're going to. Like, patching does take a lot of work. But yeah. So, yeah. Shout outs to General Zamora with the 2 says, one city, 160. I appreciate that, fam. Thank you for that. Don't know. I don't know, get 40 combos away. Definitely on the table for a platinum, 2 times platinum tonight. That'd be wild. Combo break. And we are going even further than beyond. Let's go. Maybe Nintendo had max momentum, so it was a flat line. No. It wasn't a flat line. They said that throughout the whole Switch 1 era. I'll pull up the chart. Let's just do that. Let's just pull up the chart. That's why it's hard for me to believe. Sometimes it's hard for me to believe what they say with the sales numbers. Momentum. Okay. Yeah, they said Sony report claims that brand momentum has been roughly flat since 2018. So this chart is a complete scam. This is a this chart I think it was to 2022 or 2023. But this chart's just a complete scam to show that 2018 was right around here, like the flatness, right? I don't even understand, like, I don't even, like, this chart makes no sense. It looks like an intern made this and submitted it to Sony's offices, and then they decided that they were going to put it. This is nonsense. I don't even understand half of this, and I did sales and business. This chart makes no sense. PlayStation, this is obviously Nintendo, brand B. This is obviously Microsoft, brand C. This chart makes no sense. So you see FY18. So this was from 18 to 2022. Okay, so it's from 18 to 2022. 6, 7. Oh my gosh. So it's from 18 to 2022. Dawson with the 67 months. And shout outs, Daniel. I appreciate you, fam. I appreciate that. And yes, Epic Globster, you're right about that. Johnny with the 7 months. Kevin with the $1.99. Just left to watch your segment on AOL demo real quick. And it looks fantastic, man. I'm so ready for it. Hey, no problem, bro. I appreciate that. I also put it up on Twitter, too. So if you guys want to see my gameplay, or we can watch my gameplay. I'll pull up the post on Twitter. But, so this is 2020. This is the pandemic. And Nintendo's sales during the pandemic were absolutely record-setting. They sold so many Switch 1 systems. Like, they were breaking records left and right for monthly sales in the pandemic. To sit there and say in the pandemic that they were flat, that they were not doing well, like, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely insane. 2018, the end of 2018, so Q4 or Q3, that was when Smash came out. To sit there and say that it was 54 in this is a lie. Right here, I can identify where the lie is. Right here. So FY18 Q2 to FY18 Q3, Smash Brothers released. It was Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, which got a huge boost in sales and momentum. And then Smash Brothers came out in December, and Smash skyrocketed sales around the world. Switch 2 or Switch 1 sold incredibly well. To sit there and say Q2 and Q3 with Smash and Pokemon had the same brand momentum, this is legitimately a flat out lie. I hate to do this to them, because I don't want to accuse them of cooking books, but this is a cook and this is a flat out lie. You cannot tell me that Nintendo had the same momentum before Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, a 10 million seller that boosted sales with a console bundle, and then Super Smash Brothers, that's been one of the best-selling games since it launched all the way through to this point, that launched with millions upon millions of units sold, and it had the same brand momentum as the previous quarter? What? And then it only went up by one notch in FY18, in Q4 28, and then it went down in 2019, and then it stayed pretty much flat almost all the way through, and then it sunk even to lower levels in 2022 when Splatoon came out, when Xenoblade came out, when Tears of the Kingdom marketing started to get going a little bit. This is a lie. This chart is a scam. This chart, and in the pandemic, when Animal Crossing came out, I think right here, this is when Animal Crossing came out, so they gave it a few points. This is a scam. 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 This is not correct. It is not correct. But it's okay. It's okay. We all know it was a fraud. It's a fraud chart, so. Big love to Rem NDK. Thank you for the 2 months of membership. I appreciate that. And thank you for the $1.99, Kevin. Says 6-7. Gotta love the Zoomer jokes. And this is actually past Zoomer jokes though, because like I saw my nephew do 6-7, and like he's 6 years old. 6-7. So I saw him doing that with his friends at one of his friends' birthday parties. So I'm like, oh my gosh, it's even infiltrated 6-year-olds. So yeah. If any of them flatlined, it was PlayStation. Nintendo was rolling even during the pandemic. Yeah, it's just a fraud chart. That's all it is. Just received your copy of Ninja Gaiden 4 EST Power Itagaki Sensei, true GOAT in the game. Hey, there you go. We'll see. What was the chart even based on? Where are the numbers from? Where are the numbers? Dude, the chart was based on Sony's own internal marketing. Did that. Strongest gaming brand. It was Sony's own internal their own tracking source. So it's basically the meme of like the Obama meme of like giving yourself a medal. You know that meme of like handing yourself. It was basically that. They are their own source for this information. They are, and remember, Nintendo had a theme park that they were doing, right? So the theme park was there. They had the movie that was coming up, like. But somehow Sony had more brand momentum. So it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Let's see. I don't understand 6-7. There is no meaning to the 6-7 meme. There was like a music video of somebody that did like that said like 6-7 and did it like that, and it just became a thing that got on TikTok and then just got popular. But there is really no meaning to it. It's just referencing back that one song where they do 6-7 and then people turn it into a meme. But there's really nothing. There's nothing to it. I had to watch a video on it because my daughter kept on going 6-7 and kept on saying like, "Hey, look 6. Hey, look 7. 6." She like did that like every single week for like 2 or 3 months, and I got so fed up with it. So I finally looked up what it meant. Then I watched the video, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's stupid. Okay, no problem. So ever since then, I know what it is now. Let's see here. No, that's a different number. Shy X, but yeah. of the 6-7 generations version of Fetty Wap's 1738. Kinda, yeah, kinda, yeah. It's kinda, but not really, but yeah, kinda. Oh man, kinda, but not really, but yes. Anyway, when you're around young kids, you'll hear it. Let's see here. 6-7 is just a bait to annoy people and be goofy. It's like when kids did the dap. I remember the dab. I remember the dab. People would dab doing anything. Anything, you just be like, dab. Hit with dab. I remember that. That died out kind of quick though. That died out. Nobody does it anymore. Let's see here. Let's see. But good that it was a harmless meme. Could be some kind of BS. Yeah. Hey, what's up, OJ? I heard that Switch 2 sold over 9 million. Do you think that there's truth to that? Sold over 9 million. Where did you hear that? I mean, yeah, there's some truth to it because like Switch 2 could sell that. Like it's probably around 8 to 9 million at this point. But like, I don't know where, like who said that? Like, I don't think there's been any official sources, but yeah, it's probably around 8 to 9 million at this point. You know, it's probably around somewhere around that. So yeah. Let's see here. 2015 Panthers made the dab famous. Did they? Is that where it came? I don't even remember where it came from. I just remember people doing it all the time. Yeah, I've seen Total 6-7 calling people a garden tool. Could be wrong though. Okay. I don't know. I was into those stupid memes a decade ago. Stupid memes, they're fun. They're fun for what they are, you know? They're fun for what they are. So, yeah. You looked up on Google. Yeah, don't trust Google. Don't trust Google unless it comes from an official source. But yeah, Switch 2, I mean, we know that it's over 6 million. That's the official number from Nintendo. That it's over. I think, what did Nintendo say? They said Switch Nintendo. I think Nintendo said that it's over 6. They've sold over 6 million units. But that was back, I think, in July. They said that they've sold over 6 million. Officially, they're at 5.28 million, but that was they're at 5.28 million, but that was as of June 30th. So we still have July, August, September, October. We got 4 months of sales unaccounted for. So I'm guessing if you just do some rough estimates, you know, you're probably looking at around maybe another 3 million added to that total. 3-4 million maybe added to that total so far. So you're probably looking at around 8 to 9 right now before the holiday. So probably by the end of the holiday, if they have a good one, you know, probably looking at around, you know, 12 million, 11 to 12 million maybe by the end of the holiday. So yeah, maybe a bit more. And they had to up the production. I mean, I think, listen, they could up the production and maybe those sit on store shelves. But I'm guessing that they're going to have, obviously, Pokemon for the holidays. But I'm guessing that Japan, I think the up in production was to really hit the Japanese market. Because right now, the US market, you can find it most places. It's no problem. UK, Europe, you can find it. I don't think it's a big issue. But the Japanese market, the Asian market, I think that's really where that they're going to try to hit those upper production numbers. Because right now, there's not enough systems for Asia. There's enough systems for the US. There's enough systems for the UK and Europe and all that, and like Australia, Netherlands, but there's not enough systems for Japan. So I think that up in production is so they can sell upward of 500,000 units per week in Japan. Like, they can really hit those numbers. So if you're selling 500,000 units per week, obviously you're doing millions per a month. So, I mean, if they're starting to hit, you know, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 per a week, you're going to need that up in production. Like, your current production goal isn't going to be that. So I'm guessing it's for Japan and Asia, you know, most of Asia. China, that market, that's doing better for them. So yeah. When did VG Charts stop updating? VG Charts still updates, but VG Charts is not a accurate source of sales data. They're a guesstimation, but they're not an accurate source. So I don't really use them anymore. I used to back in the day, but they've been exposed for just guessing sales numbers. So you can't really use them as an accurate source. They've never been an accurate source. So, yeah. Not officially out in China. My bad. Did I say it's not officially out in China? My bad. Asian markets. My bad. I shouldn't have said China if it's not out there, but I didn't know. My bad on that one. But where was it? Like South Korea? I know I read something from Daniel Ahmed. He was talking about the increase in Asian markets. If it's not out in China yet, my bad on that one. I don't like to be wrong on sales stuff, so my bad. But he talked about how the increase of Asian markets, like with the Switch 2 and how it's doing better there. So my bad for assuming. If it's not already out there, my bad. During the holidays, they sell around 8 million or more. It depends on what holidays you're talking about. I don't think they're going to sell 8 million this holiday. If they do, that would be absolutely spectacular. But I mean, they have Donkey Kong Bonanza, they have Mario Kart World, and they have Pokemon Legends ZA. That might be strong enough to push that many units if they have it. But if they can sell 8 million, you can add that right now to what they have. What is that? That's 13 million? Yeah, that's 13. That'd be 13 million units. And that doesn't include July, August, September, October. So if they can sell 8 million in, let's just say November, December, January, or October, November, December, that would be incredible. Yeah, big in Korea, Taiwan, Hong Kong, but getting CCP approval rough. Okay, yeah, thank you. Korea, Taiwan, that's what Daniel Ahmed was talking about, not China. Sorry about that, guys. See, how easy is it to admit that you're wrong when it comes to sales stuff? See how I know some people have these egos. They can't. How easy? See how easy that was? Somebody comes and tells you, no, it's not that. It's not China. All you gotta do is just, oh, my bad. That's it. Some people can't even do that. Some people can't even do that when it comes. Oh, my bad. I was wrong on that one. Okay, it was this. This is what I thought. Simple. But I hope they sell 8 million or more. Man, MTY, bro, if they sell 8 million during the holidays, that would be Liddy City. I would like that. That would be great. That would be great. They don't have a financial meeting coming up next week. They do have a financial meeting coming up next week. November 3rd or 4th, depending on where you are in the world. So they do have a financial meeting next week. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see where they're at sales-wise. I'm going to guess that they're at around, I said over 6 million in July. So I'm going to guess that they put on another 2 million or so. So I'm going to say they're like at 8 or 9 million, somewhere in that range. So that's what I'm guessing. Supposedly, black market sales are huge in China, but no way to actually track, of course. Maybe that's what I saw, too. Saru. I'm having fun playing Persona 3 on Switch, too. Nice, Mr. Davis. But is apologizing woke? Is that the new grift? Is that you apologize like it's woke? Okay. Cool. Cool beans. I know it's selling hotcakes around launch. I was there at the midnight. Oh, yeah, it was a big launch. It was a big launch, but what I like, this isn't actual, like, you know, proof, but if you're on Twitter, every single day, you see new people with the Switch 2 saying, I picked up a Switch 2, I picked up a Switch 2, like, here's, like, every single time, man. So, yeah. Yo, what's up, Sinner, with this 55 months membership? And he says, Ninjas Assemble. What's up, OJ? How's the village at home been? Hope fam is good. You got plans for the upcoming holidays. Also, what's your game of the year? Okay, yeah, my family's been good. My son is getting so big, so he's gonna be bigger than me. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be like 6'1" or 6'2" and like 210 pounds. That boy's gonna be big. So I'm very happy for him. My wife's doing good. She's still just, you know, doing her thing. My mom's good. My sister's good. You know, my brother's good. I can't complain. Not perfect, but everything's good. Hopefully your fam is good. When it comes to upcoming holidays, yeah, we have holiday plans, but thankfully this year we're not hosting Thanksgiving or Christmas. Last year we hosted Christmas, and it was hectic and it was crazy, and my wife was stressed. So this year we are not hosting anything. So I'm very, I'm very excited to be able to actually stream this time because I'll be able to stream on both holidays this time. Whereas last time I could not because we were hosting to some degree. But this year I'll be able to stream before because I usually like to stream before for people who don't have family and for people who, you know, just somebody to talk to, right? The PlayerEssence family. And people really appreciate that when I do it. So, yeah, this year's gonna be less stressed, and I think she's gonna be less stressed. So that's good. When it comes to the holidays, I'm gonna be at my mom's house or whatever, have family over. In terms of game of the year, right now my game of the year, dude, I don't know, man. I am really enjoying, obviously, Expedition 33. I enjoyed Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'm enjoying Pokemon Legends ZA. I'm enjoying Hades 2. I'm enjoying Trails in the Sky. Those are all up there for my game of the year right now. We'll see how Hyrule Warriors plays out. We'll see how Kirby Air Riders plays out. We'll see how Metroid Prime 4 plays out. But yeah, a lot of contenders, man. A lot of contenders for game of the year coming up. So yeah. I'd say they're around 8.5 to 9 million. Yeah, right now around 8.5 to 9 million. That's what I'm thinking too. Yes, I think you meant Genki, not Ganki. But yes, there is a lottery in Japan, and there's stock issues. But I think that with the up in production, they're going to get more stock to Japan. So yeah. Yeah, it looks like the adoption rate is steadily increasing month over month. I'll give it another crazy boost during the holiday. Yeah, crazy boost. I think that when I went to Target and when I went to Best Buy, there really wasn't any of those Pokemon Legends ZA. There was other Switch 2 systems. Like, you can find the Mario Kart Switch. You can find them. There's an abundance of them, but the holiday is going to come. People are going to snap those up. But the Pokemon Legends ZA bundle, that was in low supply in a lot of places. So, because I went to different places to find the demo for Pokemon Legends. And my daughter finally said, let's eat at Wendy's. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank God, let's eat at Wendy's. She likes to eat at places that I don't like. And finally she said, let's eat at Wendy's. And Wendy's is probably like the goated fast food restaurant out there. One of the goated fast food restaurants. Their food is significantly better quality than like every other fast food restaurant, like major fast food chains. So yeah, and it was great. I haven't had Wendy's in a while, and it was fantastic. I had a nice little Frosty. Oh man, it was good. I had a Frosty, and I had a chicken, like a small chicken club sandwich. That was good. The fries were okay. Oh man, it was good. Wendy's is
valuable
good.
Items.
Shout outs to Wendy's. Big love to. I tell my daughter all the time that she picks. I don't like the places she picks to eat. I tell her that all the time. So I told her that yesterday. I was like, oh, finally you're taking us somewhere good. Shout outs to Sin with the five gifted memberships. Hey, yo. Thank you for the big 5 gifted. Let's go. Yo, Shinru out here, baby. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Yo, we out here with the gifts tonight, man. Shinru, you are now the new Hokage and... No, not Hokage. Sorry, Gift Ninja. Brain fart for a second. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Anybody does that, they can time up or pass them up. Thank you, Shinru, for blessing the Ninja Village with the gifts, man. I appreciate that. Which Shinru's been a long time Elite Ninja. Long time gifter, not grifter, gifter. Thank you so much, Shinru61. I appreciate you, man. Out here with the 5 gifts. Let's go, baby. 172 on the combo breakboard. We are even going. Let's go. Was that 28 combos away from like 2 times platinum? It's possible. We are in reach tonight. Let's go. Wendy's is good, man. Love the bacon. Yeah, my daughter, she got the Baconator. The Baconator is really good. Baconator is good. I didn't have one. I had some chicken, but yeah, next time I'll probably get the bacon. You know what I really like at Wendy's? I like sometimes like just like the ghetto meal. You get yourself some chili, get yourself, some chicken nuggets, and get yourself a Frosty with some small fries, and just kind of just randomly eat all of it. That was my ghetto combo back in the day. You guys know I have a ghetto combo that I get for anywhere. When I go to Walmart, before I was, married, before my kid, before my boy, the ghetto combo for me, even like when I was, my daughter was around more, not just certain days. The ghetto combo for me at Walmart, when a game came out, was you go pick up the game at Walmart, you get $10 off, and then you get you get the loaf of French bread, you get some Tostitos, salsa verde chips, and you get yourself a Diet Orange Sunkiss. and then you just kind of randomly eat each part and take a drink and play your game. And then also get some napkins if you need some napkins. So that was the ghetto combo at Walmart that I did for games. Wendy's, ghetto combo, Wendy's chili, I'll say it again. Some chicken nuggets, a small Frosty, and and some small fries, the fries that they have there. Ghetto combo, cheap, efficient, random. Oh yeah, spicy nugs with the honey mustard. Let's see, man. Yeah, Wendy's got they got all sorts of crazy frosty flavors. I got a I got a vanilla frosty, like Oreo swirl thing. Man, it was great, dude. It was really good. My daughter, she put together this. You know how some people be doing some crazy at Wendy's. They be doing some crazy stuff. My daughter, she does that crazy. She had the Baconator. She was putting some of the she got like a chocolate Oreo frosty. She was putting some of that on there with the fries on there. I'm like, oh man, she had her own concoction. I was like, hey, you know, if that's what you like, go ahead, eat how you like it, you know. So it was good though, man. It was good. Yeah, I'm not a big fast food guy either, but man, Wendy's is good, bro. I'm not a big fast food guy, but Wendy's is actually good. What do you mean Wendy's rated number one worst food in America? Wendy's was not rated number one worst food. The worst Wendy's was definitely not rated the worst. Absolutely not. Wendy's, let's look up the fast food ratings right now. America, there ain't no way Wendy's was rated the lowest. Best fast food restaurants in the US. Let's see here. Yeah, Wendy's is, let's see here. Wendy's is rated in the, I'm trying to find it. Wendy's is rated number 7. A retro stack, they have it at number, let me see when this was out though. This was in April 5th, 2024. And they gave Wendy's, they put it in a tier list. So let's take a look at here's the tier list of the foods. So here's the tier list. So they have no S tier because of how unhealthy. But here is the A tier. Shout outs to Shinru Panera.
Wait a minute. How can you go to Wendy's and say their chill is goated when Panera Bread is right over there? We have salads, sandwiches, soups, chili and mac. Not to mention smoothies and lattes.
That's true.
Come to us. Let's break bread with your community.
I've been to Panera multiple times. The problem though for me is that Panera is not close to my house. Now I think that there might be a Panera that they built closer to where I live, and Shinru, I promise you I'll go again because I've been to Panera multiple times and Panera bread is actually goated. It is delicious. Panera is delicious. I will agree with you that Panera is very good. It's just, once again, it's not close to where I live, but I think they actually might have one closer. So I'll definitely take my family out on my day off to Panera because my wife has never been there and I want to take her there because it is actually really good. I agree. So right now the A tier is Culver's. I don't know what Culver's is, never been there. But Five Guys, people like Five Guys. I'm not the biggest fan, but people like it. In-N-Out Burger, I like In-N-Out Burger. I think it's really good. Chick-fil-A, I like Chick-fil-A. I have one close. I think that's really good. Popeyes, I like Popeyes. I think that's also really good. Starbucks, I guess. My wife, she likes it. Caramel Frappuccino, almond milk, no whipped cream. I'll take that. But I don't really eat their food. I'm not a big fan of their food there. But yeah, like their drinks are okay. Wendy's is number 7. So Wendy's is number 7. They're in the top 10. So yeah, Wendy's is good. Shake Shack, I've been there before once. It's okay. Bruegel's, I don't know what that is. Krispy Kreme is not good. I don't know why Krispy Kreme is so high. I disagree with Krispy Kreme being this high. There's Panera. Okay, there you go, Shinru. Panera's number 11. Jersey Mike's, I've had a sub from there. It's not bad. Raising Cane's, I don't know. People like Raising Cane's. but I'm not a huge fan of Raising Cane's. My daughter does like Raising Cane's, but I don't like Raising Cane's. My wife does like Raising Cane's, though. She thinks it's good. Whataburger, it's okay. Steak and Shake, I haven't had that. Chipotle, Chipotle used to be up here. Chipotle used to be in the A tier, but it's not anymore. Sonic can be pretty good. They got a lot of choices for drinks and stuff. I do like Sonic. Boston Market, haven't been there in a hot minute. Pork belly sandwich, I've heard it's good. White Castle, I've had the White Castle take home, like the frozen stuff. It's all right. Einstein Bros, never had it. Johnny John's or Jimmy John's, I've had it. Good portion sizes. Panda Express is nasty. I don't know why Panda Express is on here. It's not very good, at least the ones that I went to. But it's a franchise, so some of them can be really good, some of them can be trash. But every single Panda Express that I went to has been bad, or not good enough for me. Noodles and Company, never heard about it, never went to it. Johnny Rockets, I've been to Johnny Rockets, but that was a long time ago. Taco Bell it swings on quality based on where you're at. Like, it's so inconsistent with the quality of Taco Bell. Firehouse Subs is okay. Manger, I don't know what that is. A&W, never been there. TCBY, never been there. McDonald's, once again, it can vary on the level of quality. Burger King used to be really good. I don't think Burger King's that great. Dairy Queen's pretty good. Wingstop is okay, it's good. D'Angelo's, never been there. Dunkin' Donuts can be pretty good. Mrs. Fields, never been there. Baskin Robbins is good. It's legitimately good ice cream. Honeydew, but I don't know why it's so low, but okay. But they don't offer a lot of variety. Honeydew Donuts, never been there. Hardee's, been there before. It's all right. Nathan's Famous, don't really eat hot dogs. Charlie's Philly Cheesesteaks, I've been there. It's all right. Arby's, Cinnabon, Auntie Anne's, Wetzel Pretzel's better than Auntie Anne's. KFC is low tier at this point. Pizza Hut, Domino's, I like Domino's the most out of pizza places. Orange Julius, Sbarro's, trash. And then there's a bunch of other ones like Jack in the Box and all this other stuff. Jack in the Box, it wildly. I had a chicken sandwich from Jack in the Box that literally looked like they didn't cook it at one point. So yeah, shout out to Shinru. Thank you for the $5 dono. And yes, I will go to Panera. It looks great. Panera is great, man. It tastes so fresh at Panera, man. It's good stuff. Combo breaks. 23 combos away from there. Let's go. The sauce. Yeah, the sauce I agree, Shinru. The sauce carries it. The sauce carries it. It really does. Yo, Cyber Toast with the JoJo.
Bought a burger didn't make the list. Someone call Homelander. This list is criminal.
Vada Burger, baby. Yeah, there you go. Didn't make Homelander coming in to just demolish everything. I still gotta watch Gen V, the second season yet. Thank you so much, Cyber Taurus with the JoJo. Combo breaks, yo. We're even closer. 13 combos with double platinum in the sights. Let's go. Appreciate that, guys. Now I'm hungry. I know. Now I'm hungry. KFC's not very good. Yeah, KFC's, it's just not good, you know? Some KFCs can be really good. KFC used to be good. When I was young, oh my gosh. When my mom said we're going to KFC, when you would bring back that bucket with the red and white stripes and that kernel on there, just smiling like, hey, you want to eat? Man, I remember my mom bought KFC one time. She bought the big old bucket, you know, a 20-piece or whatever chicken or a 10-piece chicken. We had like the sides and all that. And I remember we were all, my brother, my sisters, we were all looking at each other like, oh my gosh, this is the best chicken I've ever eaten. Like, and that was, like I said, that was like 30 years ago though. That was like when I was young. I remember I went to KFC to buy my family, when I had a family, when my daughter was young, and I bought us all KFC and it was slimy. And I'm like, I'm never eating this again. I bought it twice and both times it was slimy. Now, once again, it could be because of that certain KFC. It's a franchise. And they all follow a template, but sometimes they don't follow it to the best degree. Sometimes they don't clean the stoves enough. Sometimes they don't do, you know, it depends on sometimes like the local produce, the local chicken, how the chickens are raised in that area. You know, it really depends on a lot of different factors. So sometimes a KFC in Wisconsin can taste a lot better than a KFC in Idaho, or a KFC in Texas. You know, it's gonna vary. Or a KFC in Nigeria. Apparently KFC in Nigeria and KFC in Jamaica are freaking goated because of how Nigeria and Jamaica raises their chickens. And it's just, they raise them a different way in those countries. But my wife told me that KFC in Nigeria is incredible, and KFC apparently in Jamaica has lines. People are waiting out front to eat the KFC in there. So It just depends, man. It just depends. But Popeyes, generally speaking, Popeyes cooks KFC. My wife, whenever I say, yo, let's get some Popeyes, or sometimes she's like, oh, I really want Popeyes. She dances, man. She's like, oh, good, awesome. Like, she's like so happy, you know, because she loves Popeyes. And look, I like Popeyes, so I just can't eat it too much because unhealthy. But man, Popeyes is great. It is really good, you know. Says KFC in the DR is amazing. Yeah, so I've heard that KFC in other countries is really good, but KFC in the US in some places is bad. So yeah, KFC was, yeah, it was peak as a kid, but I watched the video on what happened at KFC, and according to the infograph show and from former workers, the quality of the chicken and what they've done to cut costs, that's the reason why it's not as good. The preparation, the timing, like what they do to like the chickens, what I've heard from the infograph show, that's the reason why KFC has went down in quality, you know? So yeah. What's your opinion on organic food? Is it a scam? Nah, it's not a scam. I mean, like, I eat organic food. I don't think it's a scam. I mean, there might be some places that might be scamming with it, but overall, I think that if you go to like Trader Joe's, you go to a good place, like a good, honest place for organic, healthy food, you know, you can find some good stuff and you can feel better. So we, you know, this is our organic food household. We eat organic food here. So, hello from Lagos. Hey, what's up, man? Welcome. Shout outs. I was just there. Well, not just there, but 4 years ago, 2021, I was in Nigeria. I was in Lagos chilling with my wife. So good to see you, man. Good to see somebody from back home, or good to, at least in the chat. Nick 93 says organic food greater than, yeah. Whole Foods is organic, Whole Foods, all that stuff is great, man. I also go to Sprouts. Sprouts has a lot of good organic and whole foods, so we go there too. I can't stand Dunkin' Donuts. Their donuts are too dry. When I read their logo, I don't want to condone what. The thing about it though for me is that I like more of a dry donut than a moist donut. So I don't like jelly filled donuts. I don't like a bunch of cream on top of donuts. I like my donuts not like obviously super dry, but I don't like them moist in any type of way. I like a maple bar that's like a dry maple bar. Now, yes, I don't want it to be all crusty where it's like breaks apart, but like I'm not a huge fan of like wet donuts or like jelly filled donuts or like, you know, weird types of creams on tops of donuts and stuff like that, you know? So yeah. I don't mean to brag, but my mother, cough, made me an awesome fried chicken. Yeah. Homemade fried. Here's the thing, though. I said that about my wife, but I've told my wife this, and I'll say it again. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. My wife's cooking is top tier. There's no better fast food or no better food than my wife's cooking. I've showed some of her cooking on my Twitter page. So if you go on my Twitter page, sometimes I'll show off some of what she makes. And I'm telling you, man, it is like some of her food. Oh gosh, it looks so good, bro. Like it's good. It's as good as it looks. So I still think that my wife's chicken is still better than anything else. But like obviously, sometimes you're not gonna make chicken at home. Sometimes you're gonna eat out. You know, if you're out on the road or whatever the case is. So, yo, Paulo, thank you for the subscription, man. I appreciate that. That's funny because jelly is my favorite. No, I'm not a fan of jelly donuts. There's no point in biting into a donut and have a bunch of squirting jelly in your mouth. That's just, nah, man. I'm good. I'm good on all that. I'm good on all that, bro. What did Party Man say? How come you don't like Auntie Anne's? I love their pretzels. It's not that I don't like them. It's just that Wetzel pretzel to me is better. I don't think Auntie Anne's is bad. I don't think it's a bad pretzel place. I just think that Wetzel pretzel's better. And whenever I go get a pretzel, because the only time that I get a pretzel is when I'm in the mall. The mall is not close to where I live. So if I'm in the mall, you know, if my daughter wants to go there or whatever, I'll get I have to get a pretzel. Two things that I have to get. Whenever I'm in the mall, I gotta get a pretzel and I gotta get frozen yogurt. Because there's only one place in the whole, like, that I know of, in my whole city, that has espresso frozen yogurt. Low fat, sugar free, espresso. So it tastes like a coffee, like an espresso, frozen yogurt. There's one place in the mall. And it's like they have like 2 locations in the mall and only one store in the mall. They have like a little like booth location for like the frozen yogurt, and they have like an actual store. And only that one store has it. And I'm like, okay, so I gotta get a frozen yogurt. Back when I lived closer to it, I could go there more frequently with my wife, like when it was hot. But now I can't go as much because it's just farther away. So I have to, whenever I go to the mall, I gotta get a pretzel, I gotta get a frozen yogurt. You know, those are the two things that I gotta get. You know? Yeah, I mean, Auntie Anne's is good. It is good. I walk in and I see, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. How about this? I think this would be fun for something, right? We'll do an Auntie Anne's versus Wetzel pretzel. So do you guys have Wetzel pretzel in the same mall? Like if you go get like the Auntie Anne's, is there a Wetzel pretzel close? If anybody does, let me know. We can set up a taste test. I will do it because I haven't had Auntie Anne's in a lot. I've just been going to Wetzel. I will get the pizza pretzel from Auntie Anne's. I will get the pizza pretzel from Wetzel pretzel, and we will do a live taste test. And you guys can do it too. You guys can go get one. We'll set up a day. Like, hey, this is the day. You guys go get one. Let's set it up. We all do it together, you know, and we will try it out. Auntie Anne's pepperoni bites are okay. So let's do like a whole thing. Maybe my wife will want to do it with me too. Maybe she doesn't like being on camera though, so maybe she'll be off camera and like because she's a big fan of the pretzels too. So I want to I'll talk with her and we can have something kind of fun. Do something kind of fun. We will get the pretzel bites from Auntie Anne's. We will get the Wetzel pretzel. We'll get the pizza pretzel. We'll get the pretzel bites. We'll get all those and we will test it out. So you guys can do it too. It's not just me shoving my face with food. You guys can do it too. Get yourself a Wetzel pretzel. We can all hang out. We'll have a pretzel day. We'll have it's like pizza party day. We'll have a pretzel day. Okay. So we'll probably do that. We can do that next week, maybe before Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment comes out. Maybe we do that. I'll say, hey, let's go. Let's all do it. Pretzel day. We got to set it up. Set it up. Is there a national pretzel day? Is there a national pretzel day though? National pretzel. Maybe is there a national pretzel day? Apparently they said Sunday. Oh, it already passed. Oh, it already passed. It's April 26th for National Pretzel Day. Okay. So if we want to do it, if we want to do it on National Pretzel Day, we're gonna have to wait. But maybe we can do another one. Maybe we can do it, right? We can just have a regular pretzel day. And then on National Pretzel Day, we can all set it up because now we have like an actual date. April 26th, 2026 is National Pretzel Day. So maybe we can do it then too. Shout outs to Nick93. Thank you for the 18 months, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. I know, seriously, of course. There's a National Everything Day. When I was in college, my buddies would leave campus to go to the cookout. Their milkshakes were so thick, but it was delicious. My favorite strawberry banana. Oh, okay, yeah. Auntie's is amazing. Yeah, I only ever had Auntie Aunt's. Okay, yeah. Try to find a Wetzel pretzel, guys. Okay, so here's some homework for you guys, right? So here's how you live a little bit. Have a little bit of fun. Try to find a Wetzel pretzel in your area. I don't know if they have them everywhere, but just Google search and see if you guys have you can do it right now if you have your phone, if you're watching, whatever. Open up another tab and see if you have a Wetzel pretzel and try out their pretzel and see what you think. I know it's not like Wetzel pretzel is not like a big franchise. Like I know it's not like they don't have a ton of them. Like I think there's like 2 locations where I'm at. So it's not like there's like a ton of Wetzel pretzels, but try that. I know there's a lot of Auntie Anne's. Like I know there's a lot of Auntie Anne's. I need some Gloria's fried chicken with those pretzels. Oh yeah, Gloria, she can cook up some fried chicken. Gloria in the stream here. Oh yeah, she can. She's got her family eating good in the neighborhood. Yeah. Oh man, I just give me an idea. How about an Auntie Anne's or a Wetzel pretzel with a Popeye chicken? That's called belly central right there. That's gut central. Man, that might be pretty good though. A biscuit with a Wetzel pretzel and some chicken. That might be the new ghetto combo right there, fam. Oh man. PlayerEssence. Outdoor malls have more Wetzels than indoor malls. Well, the thing about it is that the Wetzel pretzel that I go to, it's an indoor mall. I don't have an outdoor mall here. Where I live, it's too hot for an outdoor mall, so we don't have outdoor malls here. But I've been to an outdoor mall like in Los Angeles, like where they have like outdoor malls. And like Sacramento, they have like an outdoor kind of mall. But like where I live, it's way too hot for an outdoor mall, so they don't do outdoor malls. Because like your merchandise would burn to hell. So like, so yeah. So the Wetzel pretzel where I live, there's 2 of them. There's like a little stall, and then there's like a bigger like storefront one, you know. Let's see, the nearest Wetzel to near me is like several towns away. Okay. So never mind. So if you're ever in the area, then epic. Let's just say if you're in the area, then check it out. But yeah, you don't gotta drive that far. Like Wetzel Pretzel isn't that good enough to where you have to drive several towns away for one. No way. Let's see here. Just found out we actually do have a Wetzel Pretzel nearby. Okay, there you go, party man. So whenever you get the opportunity, try the Wetzel. You said Antion's is great, right? So then try the Wetzel Pretzel and see what you think. And then maybe on National Pretzel Day, we'll do this on like in April 2026, which is going to be close to my birthday. Actually, a little bit after my birthday. We will do National Pretzel Day, PlayerEssence Pretzel Day. Let's go. Yo, Cyber Taurus with the Jojo. Let's go.
I'm cooked for the homework. I typed pretzel shop into my Apple Maps and it said, no results found. Tears of joy. I can go to Costco and grab one though. Okay, that's fine. So no, here's the thing though. Here's the thing though, guys. We got to make sure that everybody can get in on National Pretzel Day. So like, let's plan it for next year. So it gives you guys time to find the pretzel shops that you need to go to. So we got plenty of time. And plus, it'll be more of like a gimmick, right? We'll probably get some new people in because it's National Pretzel Day. People are going to be talking about pretzels. So find your pretzels where you want, where you're going to go. And then on National Pretzel Day, I will do the official taste test. You guys don't have to. Just grab whatever pretzel you want. But yeah, Costco pretzel, that might be pretty good. Costco has some pretty... Costco pizza is delicious, man. I just don't buy it anymore because I'll get fat eating that pizza. But Costco pizza is absolutely awesome. I love their pizza. Oh, actually, wait a minute. No, sorry. I was thinking of Winco. Winco pizza is awesome. Costco pizza, it's not bad, but it's not incredible. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry about that. But Costco pretzels, good stuff. Chicken bake. When you eat a chicken bake, it feels like your heart is about to explode at times. Because it feels like they cooked that chicken and whatever, all that stuff that's in there. It feels like they cooked it to like they had a damn Charizard in their back. Like I feel like, so I don't really... I used to get a chicken bake, but when you eat those chicken bakes, I just feel like I'm going to get a heart attack. Pizza and the chicken bake from Costco, it's like, oh, I feel like my heart's going to explode. So usually my wife, she does like a hot dog. So sometimes she'll get it, but she feels like the hot dog is way too large compared to the bread that they give you. So she doesn't like that. She doesn't like the fact that the hot dog just like she wants the hot dog to fit the so she feels like it's too much to eat, and I don't like hot dogs. So she wants me to eat. It's like, so whenever we go to Costco, she's like, oh, well, get the hot dog. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to eat it. She's like, no, well, just eat some. I'm like, no, I don't want to eat some. So it's like, I'm just never been a big hot dog guy, you know? So for me, like, I'm trying the chicken bake, but yeah, it feels like my heart's about to explode with the chicken bake. So yeah, from now on, I think the Costco pretzel is probably gonna be like my thing there, you know? But you can't beat the Costco price on a hot dog and a drink. $1.50, man. Like you can't beat that price, Cyber Taurus. But I'm gonna probably do the pretzel more often when I go to Costco. No Wetzel Pretzel here in North Carolina, but Philly Pretzel. Okay, that works in Philly. Philly Pretzel Factory. So Party Man. Okay, Philly near Charlotte. Okay, gotcha. Okay, I thought you were in Philly. Shout outs to Cyber Taurus. Yo, we combo breaking. 3 combos away from a double platinum. Cyber Taurus pulling the leg late. Let's go. Both Wetzel Pretzel and Antion's are at the same mall I go to. Perfect opportunity for me to try both. Okay, nice, General. So have you never had either one of them? But yeah, like get the pepperoni pretzel. Unless you don't like pepperonis. But get the pepperoni pretzel. My daughter and me always get Wetzel Pretzel right across the street from me. Yeah, that's what my daughter, she loves the Wetzel. She likes the Wetzel Pretzel with the pepperoni pretzel with the cheese dip. That's her favorite. That's her favorite on there. All this talk about food making me hungry. Hey man, you got to work up an appetite. You know, work it up. Stay for a couple hours, work up an appetite, then go get yourself something nice to eat, man. Got to treat yourself nice every now and then. I need some frozen yogurt though. I will be honest. I need some frozen yogurt. Maybe I might go get a pretzel tonight, man. I might take the family. Let's go. I might take the family and go get a pretzel tonight, man. I wish there was one closer though. Like, I don't like driving all the way to the mall. Like, the mall's really far away from where I live, so I wish there was one closer. Maybe I'll check to see if we have a pretzel place closer, but I don't think we do. Like, the only Wetzel pretzels, like, so I wish they built one like on my side of town. Leif Erikson Day, something like that. My cousin owns half the pretzel factory, but I still love Wetzel. Okay, there you go.
And the drinks are infinite fill refill at Costco. Yup, infinite free refill at Costco. Yup, pretty good. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Yeah, $1.50 though for like the hot dog, and I mean, like I said, you can't beat that. Yo, Anonymous Zero with the $5 dono. Oh, you said the mini pieces at Wetzel. Not sure if it's the pretzels. Yeah, the mini piece. They have the mini pieces. That stuff's good too, though. It's not bad. I enjoy. Okay, Anonymous Zero with the $5 says I enjoy corn dogs, but the issue is that they are too good. Also, you planning to get Metroid Prime art book? Music request from Jana Depths. I might get that art book. It looks pretty cool, so I might get that next time I'm in like Nintendo San Francisco or something. But when it comes to corn dogs, my mom, she used to buy. I used to eat. I ate corn dogs so much I got kind of tired of it. But my mom, she used to buy corn dogs all the time because you can buy those big old packs of corn dogs. They were like back in the day, like in the early 90s, you can get like 25 corn dogs for like $6. You know, it was a good deal. It was like it was even cheap. I think it might have been like $2.99, like a whole pack of like just like the ghetto. They don't even got a brand, it's just called corn dogs. You know what I'm saying? Just corn dogs. They might even spell corn dog wrong on there. Just a box of corn dogs, and that would feed us, man. So I got to shout outs to Mama Essence, man. She really tried her best because she was working on a salary of like, what did she make? Like barely $10,000 a year, maybe less. I don't know, man. It wasn't a lot, and she would feed all of us, man. So shout outs to Mama Essence. And those were gonna take some ketchup, dip it in some ketchup. Yeah, I rock with corn dogs, but I just ate them so much. By the time that I got older, like when I started buying my own food, I'm like, Mom, I ain't eating no more corn dogs. I'm good. Two things that I had to stop eating because I got older and like I started buying my own food. Bologna, never liked bologna. Hot dogs, never really liked hot dogs, but my mom would always buy them. Gotta eat them. Corn dogs. Those are the three things that I cut out of my diet. As soon as I got old enough to where I started making my own money, no more corn dogs, no more hot dogs, no more bologna. I'm not eating none of those. Let me get the music going though. Fandrana Drifts. Let's see. I'll say this though. Your Cyber Taurus, you are right on that. Don't sleep on the corn dog. Do not, because it's actually delicious. It actually is really good. I just don't want to get addicted to them again. Once again, I just don't want to start eating them a lot overall. But yes, don't sleep on the corn dog. You put them in the air fryer, you can make them nice and crispy. Ooh boy, I bet they're great. And I didn't even make them like that back then. We did have a toaster, but you can't air fry them like you can make it now to make it even probably better than what it was before. But yeah, get some like different dipping sauce and stuff. It'll probably be goated, but I just can't, man. I can't. But you are right about that though, man. You are right about corn dogs. You can't really sleep on how good corn dogs can be. Burritos, corn dogs, like all the easy stuff, man. It's just tough if you're trying to lose weight, but it is good though. It is good though. Korean. I've never had a Korean corn dog. I've never had one. Remember pigs in a blanket? Oh yeah, I do, but I was never a big fan. I was never a big fan of the pigs in the blanket. I remember buying them one time. I'm not a big fan of like hot dogs. Anything that's like I'm not a huge fan of it. Corn dogs are good though because they surround it with some like bread, so I think it kind of evens out the dog, you know. So I think that's the situation with that. When I was younger, I peeled the exterior of the corn dog. You peeled the exterior of the? Oh no, my mom would smack the head. You can't do that. That's one of the best parts of the corn dog. The problem is that if you make it soggy, that's the problem. If you put a corn dog in the microwave, the exterior becomes soggy and soft. What you got to do to really make a corn dog good is make it a bit more crispy. The outside needs to be crispy, but yeah, if it's like soft, it's not that great because you're biting into it and it's a soft, like obviously a hot dog is kind of soft, and then on top of it, it's a soft bread. Like you want the bread, like you want it to feel like a little bit of resistance, right? A little bit, like if you eat like a hot dog, yeah, the bread's soft, but it's more firm, right? It's more firm like with the hot dog bun. So like the problem with the corn dog, if you put it in the microwave, it's gonna be soft. It's that, and that's why you peel it off, you know? Yeah, we out here, we live. Let's see, you can't just try one corn dog. You can't just try one corn dog, OJ, just a taste. I can get a corn dog for you guys. I can try it. I can try one. I'll go get the best brand corn dog, the highest quality corn dog on the market. I'll research it. What's the highest quality corn dog on the market? I will toast it in my air fryer and I will eat it right here on stage for you guys. I haven't had a corn dog though, guys. I legitimately haven't had a corn dog in like, 20 years. It's been a while. Deported. Cybertorch with a $3 dono. Let's go.
I save so much money on using the air fryer. What an invention. Wish I had that in college.
Oh, I wish I had an air fryer in college. Yeah, air fryer is good. We got a nice air fryer. I got like a really nice air fryer that I bought last year. Oh my God, yo, Cybertorch, check this out, fam. I'm gonna put that corn dog in that air fryer, deported Sicilian. But this air fryer, bro, this air fryer was like $300. But we got it on Black Friday sale. It was a mess up. Amazon, they messed up the price. It was on Black Friday sale for like $199, but we got it for $99. We got it for $99 because they made a mistake. I saw it. That's the air fryer I wanted, but I didn't want to spend $200 on it. I'm like, man, this air fryer, it's $200, but I really want it. It's like a small, like little, like real oven. Like you can cook like a whole turkey in there, right? And it has like multiple different settings and preheats, and oh my God, it's like, you know, it's like your arm, like it's like a Gundam air fryer. You know what I'm saying? There's like a lot of different stuff on there, and I really wanted it, but I didn't feel like spending $200 on it. I'm like, man, I want to spend $200 on it. Then all of a sudden, I randomly checked a couple years ago, and it said $99 from, I think it was $3.99 or $2.99 to like $99. I'm like, what? What happened? And then I noticed I bought it, and then as soon as I bought it, I noticed that it went up to $199. I'm like, oh, it was a glitch. It was a glitch that they fixed real quickly, but Amazon always honor the price. So I got it for $99. I was so happy. I was so happy, man. This air fryer, and we've been using that air fryer since then. It's so good, dude. It's so good. Yeah, man. It's like one of those real hardcore air fryers, man. Let's go, Cybertorch. Thank you for the $3, and thank you to Porter Slim with the $2 dono, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. 202 on the board. We are out here tonight. Double platinum. You got an air fryer earlier this year and it's super dope. Oh yeah, and it helps like if you're eating something like a lot of times like it'll help drain out all the fat on certain foods, so it actually makes it healthier for you too. Yeah, it's got exactly. A Rose, it's got to be, or Artie, it's got to be a crunchy corn dog. It's got to be crunchy on the outside, then like the inside's like, you know, kind of toasty a bit, you know. I got the ninja one that flips up. Oh, ooh, that one seems pretty cool. Exterior taste is terrible to me no matter how I cooked it. Oh, my taste buds matured. I can eat them no problem now. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, what are some foods that you hated as like a child but you loved as like an adult? For me, or like stuff. Like for me, pickles, mustard, onions, and pretty much almost every single vegetable. I couldn't stand mustard as a kid. I hated it. I was like, ah! I would freak out. If my mom put onions in like my chicken, like my chicken and rice, I'd freak out. I'd freak out, and she'd have to like grab me by the head, or my dad would grab me by the head and sit me down, shut up, you know? I would freak out whenever they put onions in my food, or mustard on like my sandwich or something. I'd freak out. I love mustard. Spicy brown, I love spicy brown mustard. Pickles, I used to hate pickles. But now I love pickles. Pickles are great. Chris with the $5 dono. All right, take it easy, Gloria. Thanks for coming out to the stream today, young lady. I appreciate you. Let's go. You guys give some love to Gloria. She has to probably get ready for work and family time and all that. Appreciate you being here, Gloria. Seriously, I know you're a busy lady, so thank you for taking some time out of your day to hang out. Thank you so much. Chili cheese dog. Chili cheese dogs are really good. I like them, but I'm not going to eat them a lot. Air fryers are one of the best inventions of all time. Just small little ovens. Onions. Yep, onions. Thank you to Chris, though. Thank you for the 5, man. 207 on the combo board. We are out here. Going further than beyond, baby. Remember George Foreman? Oh, yeah. George Foreman grill? Oh, yeah. I have a George Foreman grill. So, rest in peace, George Foreman. I have a George Foreman grill. It's great. You can cook the burgers on, boom, hit them with the chicken. Boom. Get the little char lines on there. Oh, yeah. George Foreman grill is great. I used to hate eggs. What? That's how they had to be how they were made, bruh. How can you hate eggs? Eggs have always been a goated meal. But yeah, some people do hate eggs though. But man, eggs are great, dude. Eggs are really delicious. It's depending on how you make it, though. You know, if you make them really good, then they can be really good. They can be trash if you make them trash. Man, you should have another food channel. I don't know. I'm not a big foodie, though, guys. Really, I don't eat enough variety of foods to have a food channel. To be honest, I really don't. Oh, man. But I can talk about it here. Man, getting hungry. I know, Jonah, getting hungry, man. What's some of you guys' favorite foods, though? What's like your... If you're going to eat something... Or, like, let's just say, how about this? If you had a last meal... Maybe this might be a good topic for a food channel, right? If you had a last meal... that you have because you did something that you shouldn't have done, you're on death row, and you're ready to, you know, they're gonna what would be your last meal if you had one more, you know? And you can't use like my mom's like homemade cooking. Like, you gotta be like, what would be like the type of food, how it was cooked and all that. How about that? I think that'd be a good topic. Dodger game was crazy. 18 innings, game winning homer. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Shout out to Joe 9K, man. Appreciate you, fam. Thanks for watching, man. Thanks for your support, brother. I appreciate you. Omelets are best to eat with eggs. I've had it up and down with omelets because I think omelets sometimes are there's too much egg. You know, like, I don't think eggs are that good. Like, I think eggs are good in like moderation. The problem that I have with the omelets, like they put like a bazillion and then like they stuff the omelet like with stuff. I don't like that. Just like, to me, eggs should be like just 2 eggs on the side. Like you shouldn't be like making a big old huge egg monstrosity. Like, I'm not a fan of that. To me, that's too much. But omelets are good though. If made correctly, omelets are incredible. You're a pasta guy. You know, I'm not a pasta guy. Deported with the $2 says you should do a mukbang on stream, but Nikocado. I wish, man. I wish. He's pretty popular. I wish, but he's kind of crazy though. Eggs is like snot. No, it's not. What the heck? What type of eggs are you eating? Seafood is your bag. You gotta tell me, like, what's the actual meal though for your final meal? What's the actual, not just seafood. You gotta tell me, okay, I want a lobster with some this, with some that. You know, you gotta give me, you gotta give me what it's gonna be. Not just like, oh, Mexican food. No, you gotta tell me, I want a burrito with this. You gotta actually describe what it is, because there's a lot of different Mexican food, you know? Life will change this tofu, rice, egg, and salmon. Oh, that's good. That's a nice plate. Noodles with egg is pretty good. Last meal, my own smoked pulled pork, my wife's cheesy potatoes, and a rice pilaf. Ooh, bruh, with the apple pie for, oh yeah, yeah. That's probably the best one right now. Smoked pulled pork, wife's cheesy potatoes. So you're gonna get that nice, you know, smoky type of deal. Then you're gonna get like those cheesy, you're gonna get that potato to kind of balance it out, and then the rice pilaf to kind of just cut it all together, and then afterwards the apple pie. But important question, Cyber Taurus, what do you drink with that? So what do you actually drink with that? You get a nice ice cold beer. You get some people like milk maybe with that. You get just some water, ice water. You go like maybe a certain soda. Like, what do you drink with that? What would be the drink with that one? I need something kind of like brewy with that. To me, that's like a Heineken with that, right? That's like a Heineken or like a MGD or like a Blue Moon. Maybe a Blue Moon. Maybe give me something a little bit sweet with the orange in there. Ooh, boy. Oh, man, that sounds good. Pendulum whiskey. Oh, okay. A little bit of whiskey. Oof. My man, that's when you just say, man, I'm out. I'm out. Like, deuce. Oh, man. I'm not sure what that is, Chris. I'm not even sure what you're talking about. It's a Agusi. So, okay, we got some high quality. See, Levi is Nigerian, so if you're not Nigerian, you wouldn't know what this man is saying. But trust me, what he's saying is good. Agusi soup, or I'm probably saying that a little wrong. Sorry if my accent, I don't have a Nigerian accent, so my bad, man. So, pepper soup, jollof rice. Ooh, jollof rice. My wife makes the best jollof rice. Suya. Puff puff. Fufu. I don't like my. Fried plantain tomato sauce, yes. Out of that, Levi, I will take the jollof rice. I'll take the suya. I'll take the fried plantain and the tomato sauce. Ooh, I will take... Suya is the greatest food known to man. If you've never had real street Nigerian suya, I'm telling you, it is superior. I was there in 2021, and I was in the Lekki area, and I had the suya from there, and it literally, like, it was like an out of body experience. My wife made we bought the suya. She made me some noodles with some rice, so just some, like, noodles with rice on the side, and then we had like a Diet Coke, and I took a bite of the suya, which, for those who don't know what suya is like, it's like a steak. It's like steak seasoned to perfection and grilled on like a barbecue. And I took a bite of the suya, and then I took some of the noodles. Like, we had like the hardcore Asian noodles, you know, straight from China with all the different markings that you can't understand. One of those, and she cooked it in some like nice soup. And I took a bite of the noodles, and I swear my soul left my body. Like, I swear I saw myself in third person, bro. I was no longer in first person. I swear it was you guys know I don't say this, bro. It was an out of body experience. like straight up, like Blue Dragon, like a whole dragon come out and is sitting there like looking like, I'm ready. Like, bro, it hit me. It hit me, and I swear it was an out of body experience, bro. That flavor you can't get anywhere else in the world. That's the only place in the world that you can have that. And like, I literally, like, I think my eyes went crossed at one point. And then I had a Diet Coke with it. I think my eyes crossed at some point. I think I had a wandering eye, bro. Like, oh my gosh, man. That was like the best meal that I've ever had. Ooh, so good. So good. There's a new Nigerian place here. I tried suya for the first time this summer, and I was blown away. Okay. Yeah, if you guys have a Nigerian food, go there. Get the suya. Get the suya. Oh. And they put it, like, do they put it on, like, the stick for you? Real, like, old school suya? Bro, they don't put on, what they do is that they just put it in a newspaper. Maybe not the most sanitary, but hey, you know, it is what it. You get your shots before you go to Nigeria. You're good. You're covered. Okay, you get all your proper shots before you go. Don't worry. You're not gonna get cooked by malaria or something. You'll be okay. So I got all my proper shots. I got all my shots. So they put it on just some newspaper. They put it on just some newspaper. You know what I'm saying? I think that might add to the little bit of flavor. I don't care. And they put, and like, you know, and it's cheap, man. It's like $2. You get a whole thing of it, you know? Man, it's great. It's great. It's so good. Yeah, I think my eyes crossed. I ascended. Like, I felt that if something was to happen to me right then and there, I would die a happy man. I'd be like, all right, well, I gave it my all, you know? Just floated up, you know? It was great, man. It was great. So Dane says that he tried it, a Nigerian place. So if you have one, there's not many Nigerian places, guys. You're not gonna find one. It's really hard to find. But if you can find one, Nigerians don't like cold, so you're not gonna see them in a lot of places that are cold. So if you live in somewhere that's really cold, chances are you ain't gonna see no Nigerians around. Chances are you're gonna see Nigerians, or like a Nigerian. You're gonna see it like in California, Texas, like Carolinas, maybe Florida, some of the South, like Atlanta, like anywhere that's warm. Cold places, can't do that. So can't do that. Let's see your cuts looking clean. Hey, thank you, Chris. I appreciate that, man. Naija food, abundance of flavor. Yes, they hit you with every single seasoning, sauce, and flavor, man. It's so good. I gotta go back to Nigeria soon. I gotta go back, man. But this time, like, I want to go, like, not stressed. Like, every time I go there, it's for something stressful. I want to go, like, straight up vacation mode. Like the one time that I went there, or well, not one time, I've been there many times, but the 2 times that I went there in the past 5 years, it was one time, it was from like my grandma's situation, you know, where she passed. It was her anniversary of her death, so it was. I mean, I still went for fun, but I mean, obviously, it's a little bit stressful because I love my grandma so much, so it was just tough. But I still went there. It was cool. It was great. The second time I went there because I had to do with immigration stuff, you know. So that stuff that sucked. That was not fun. And we were in the hotel that we were in was not. It was okay, but it was not great. Next time that I go, I just want to go just straight up. Like I'm just going for fun. There's no obligations, no nothing. I get the Lecky area, and all I'm doing. I'm just eating food and I'm just chilling, and I'm in a better hotel. And I'm just eating food and chilling with my family. That's all I want to do. I want we got to travel to this or go to there or anything. No, I just want to just fun. Every time I go to Nigeria, there's always something that I'm doing that's not fun. Next time that I go, I'm just going to go just straight up fun. Straight up fun. So Deported with the $2 says you should make a member goal. We get a Nigerian dish. Okay, I mean, we can do that. My wife can cook it. She can cook. She cooks Nigerian. My wife or my mom, they can cook. They cook. I mean, she cooks Nigerian food all the time and eats. So yeah, we can do that. Absolutely, we can do that. Maybe we get back to 500 Elite Ninja. I'll do Nigerian food. So I'll make some. Maybe I'll go buy. We can. My wife, she can make suya. She can't quite do it exactly like they do it back home, but she can make it. So maybe we have some suya. We have some fufu. We have some jollof rice. Maybe just have a couple different things. I'll show you guys what it is, you know. So yeah. Air fried chicken, cassava with tomatoes and onions, peppers, spicy peppers, and lots of fried plantains. Ooh, with red wine. Oh boy. Red wine on there, and puff puff is my 15-minute snacks before I go. Dude, oh, I like that. Air fried chicken. Yeah, I think my boy, I think my boy's hearing me talk about food, and he's like, "Give me some food." You guys heard him crying in the background. He ran. I'm over here on this side. Like they're on the other side, but sometimes he hears me cry, or he hears me talking, and he gets upset. Nigerian food is expensive in America. They know what they're doing. Oh yeah, dude. I went to back. What was it? I think in 2023. I went for my wife's birthday. I took her to I forgot what port town we went to. Oh, gosh, I forgot. Oh, I totally forgot. We went to some port town. I forgot where it was. Marina Del Rey. There we go. Marina Del Rey. And there was a Nigerian spot over there, and I think I spent around $80, and I think I got 2 shish kebabs of suya. I got a couple different plates of fufu with pepper soup and some stuff, and I think it was almost $80 from what I think it was like 60 something bucks plus tax. So yeah, it was expensive. It was expensive, but it was worth it. It was good. My wife had a good time, so that was good for her birthday. So time to bust out the goat and the oxtail. I'm not a fan of goat. I'm not a huge fan of goat. I know my fellow Nigerians, the people, they love goat, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a goat eater. I'm not. I get why, but I just don't like the smell, and I don't like how rubbery it is. You know, I'm not a fan of the rubberness of it. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Suppose you finally finished work, time to eat and play ZA. Hey, there you go, Max. Tomato sauce, rice, and drumsticks. Have you heard of that? Tomato sauce. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that Nigerian place here is expensive, but worth it, yeah. If they had Hawaiian chicken, ooh, Hawaiian chicken's good. I got a Hawaiian place not far from me that I go to that I like. Hawaiian chicken with pineapple and rice for my last meal. Die happy man. Of course, I would have sweet tea to wash it down. Some southerner. Yeah, sweet tea. Hawaiian food is like Hawaiian barbecue. I've been to Hawaii though. I've been to Hawaii a couple times, and I've had the authentic luau, like luau where you go, you pay that money, you go to the luau where they're dancing and like, you know, the hula girls, and they're spitting like the fire and all that. And the guys are like, oh, they're doing like the haka and stuff like that. I've been to that a couple times, bro, and I'll tell you right now, that barbecue that they serve you there is goated. If you ever get a chance, guys, I know it's expensive and all that, man, but back in the day, even back before the pandemic, going to Hawaii was not expensive. It wasn't that expensive. You can go round trip But your family, psh, from where I live in California, it's further. If you're further away, it costs more. But tickets were $100, couple hundred for it. Fly there, 6-hour flight. You're in Hawaii. Hotels are pretty good. Good prices on hotels. I mean, I actually streamed from Hawaii. I streamed from Hawaii twice before. But the last time I streamed, like in 2019, from the Game Awards, before I went to Nigeria. I went to Hawaii, then Nigeria, back to back. But man, dude, Hawaii, oh god, it was great. Oh man, it was so good. That luau barbecue, bro, I could still taste that chicken and beef that they had there with the pineapples, like pineapples on top of it, gets that little sweet taste. It was great, man. Yeah, Korean barbecue, goated. We got a good Korean barbecue spot, not too far, but I haven't been there too much though. But I know it's pretty good. I've heard that it's good. So yeah. Yeah. My cousin moved to Hawaii and literally every day he posts food and I'm like, man, this looks looking like anime food all day. Oh yeah. Hawaii, I mean, it's expensive, but man, it's good. It's good stuff though. The best places in Hawaii though are like the little food in the hole spots. Like the mom and pop shops that are just like food in the hole, like little, you know, it looks like they're almost running out of a hut. You know, those are the best spots. Those are the best spots. Little kind of grangy looking ones. Yeah, what song you want? I got you, Chris. Thank you for the dono earlier. Bring back 20. I should have never said anything about. I knew part of me was gonna cook me on that one. Yeah, bring back the Black Guile, the Wolverine cut. All right, I got you, man. I got you. I got you. One of these days, I can't even grow my hair like that. That's the funny thing. Even if I wanted to, I'd sponsor the hell out of that stream if you'd like to mail me some. Wait, hold up. Mail you some what? Nigerian food? Oh man, I mean. Cyber Taurus, actually, you know what? Wait a minute, hold up. I think I might be able to do that. Some suya? I think what I'll do is I think what I can do, Cyber Taurus, is that I can package it in like with the food packaging thing, like the ice thing, to keep it cool. And then I can send it to you. So yeah, I can do that. I can send you some. Shout out to Cyber Taurus. I mean, like I said, don't worry about the shipping. Obviously, like I said, you support this channel. I got you, man. I can send you some. When we do it, I'll buy an extra rack and I'll tell my wife to season it and I can see if I can send it to you. Yeah. Absolutely. Let's see here. Any place like that is the best place because they make food with love and care compared to big places who rush. Yeah. Exactly, Levi. Exactly. I mean, Nigeria has so many just like almost like all the restaurants are like hole in the wall spots. That's what I love about Nigeria. It's like everything's like a hole in the wall spot, which is good. I had like in the Lekki area, there was like a gas station food. We were eating food from a gas station and it was delicious. It was like some rice and they had like different gelato. They had all different types of rice and chicken. And it was like, gosh, what was the like oil rice and chicken, like with some noodles in there. And it was like some of the best rice and chicken that I've ever eaten was from a gas station, bro. A gas station. It was crazy. Yo, Anonymous0, thank you for the $2 dono, man. I appreciate that. Let's go. FF7, my thing from FF7. All right. Airbuster. FF7 remake. That's one of my favorites. Thank you for the 2, man. Heading off. Thank you so much, Anonymous0, man. Thank you for the support, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the $2 dono. And thank you for the multiple donos earlier, man. And thank you for the membership, too. And the gift. My man out here working. Appreciate you, man. Get some rest tonight. It's like a family cooked food, but from outside. Yeah, exactly. I know what you mean. Some people will just be making food out their own homes. And it's always so good. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like everywhere is kind of like that in Nigeria. Because like if it's not good, it's already bad. Like the quality of life in Nigeria is obviously not great. You know, for everyone. So it's like if you lose business making food bad, like that's devastating. You know, that's like devastating for your family, for your business. So it's like you better put your heart into it. Because if you don't, people in Nigeria will tell you your food sucks. Like, your food is trash. They'll tell you what, and they'll sit there, they'll get in your face about it. So it better be good. Even if it's cheap, it better be good. It better taste good. It better be good. And it better be a good price. Because they'll sit there and say, they'll argue with you in Nigeria. They'll argue about anything there. I remember my wife one time when we went to like a convenience store, right? Which is just kind of owned just by like, you know, people that just own it. And my wife, she went off on one lady about the prices of like the drinks and like the food. She was just like, there's no way you're not going to be charged just because we dress nice. Because, you know, I dress like an American, right? I dress like an American. And you can tell when I speak, I'm American. So all of a sudden, my wife did not like how like all of a sudden she felt like the prices were being jacked up because like we dressed nice and we looked okay, right? So my wife was like, "Oh, you can't be doing that, blah blah blah." But she was going off. And the funniest thing is, by the end of it, they, like here in America, you'll probably just get kicked out, right? Or they'll call the cops. There, they'll wait and they'll barter and bargain until they get the price that they can both agree upon. So that's what they did. They went down, they went back and forth till they got the price that we actually liked, and she was like, "Okay," and then she paid it, and she was like, "Thank you." My wife was like, "Thank you," and then the other lady was like, "Thank you." And I'm looking, and so I'm not used to that, right? I hadn't been to Nigeria in a while, so I'm looking like, I'm just like, I don't want anybody to get, you know, this lady had a baby. She was like breastfeeding the baby and arguing. She was like breastfeeding the baby and arguing at the same time. I was like, I'm out. I'm not touching this one with the 10. I'm not even, listen, I'm not in this one. I'm out. So whatever y'all decide, I'm just going to stand over here. So that was pretty fun. That lady was multitasking. She rang us up. She argued, rang us up, pointing out why it's this price with the baby just getting it in, you know? That baby was just like, that baby was guzzling. That wasn't like it. That baby was just having at it. That baby was eating good. He was getting his fill, you know? That baby was getting his fill. So, yeah. So that was kind of fun. Oh, man. So true. They're so brutally honest in Nigeria. That's why you can't be going there overweight. Or oh my God. If you go to Nigeria overweight, they'll be like, you'll order food. They'll be like, maybe you want to order a little bit less. The person working there will be like, you going to order that much? Your family will let you know. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you can't go there overweight, man. You can't go there overweight. You'll have the people working there telling you, you're eating too much. Stop eating so much. Bigums. Oh, man. Let's see. That baby was on. Man, that baby was, like I said, he was eating good, bro. He was eating good. He was getting at it. Hey, man, you gotta eat. Look, baby waits for no one. All right, baby hungry, baby's hungry. You know, here in America, usually they'll have like a cover, or usually if you, I mean, like, or you're not allowed to breastfeed when you're working. I've never seen that. Even at like a mama, like you can't. I mean, like you're allowed, but like, it's just something that you're probably not gonna see. They'll just get somebody else to do it. But in Nigeria, like if you're running the store, you're running the store. You ain't got nobody else to do it. You know, so I mean, it's not common to see that though. That's just like that's like a one-off thing. Like it's not common to see that. Because like I've been to many stores there, and you didn't see that a lot. Most people are not breastfeeding and ringing up people, but it was just that store in particular because we were in the village. So there's, you know, it's a village. So imagine if America was like that. We'd be a country full of more morals and no, I'm joking. Let's see, any other fun places you've been to? Future bucket list? Yeah, I've been to I think it was Amsterdam. And when I was in Amsterdam, I had the greatest chicken sandwich ever in the history of chicken sandwiches. I had it at the McDonald's at the airport in Amsterdam, and I took a picture of this chicken. I wish I would have taken a picture of it more there, like with the but it was an organic wheat chicken club chicken sandwich, and the people working there were happy. It was clean. It was so clean. You can see your reflection in the tiles. That was the cleanest, most sanitary, happiest McDonald's that I've ever seen in my life. And I researched why. So this was back in 2019, 2020. And the people there get paid $22 an hour. $22 an hour for McDonald's. And remember, this was in 2019. 22 an hour, up to 26 to 27 an hour. So I was like, that's why it's super clean. That's why they're happy. And the managers get paid like up to 60 or 70K, or like 70, 80K plus. Like I said, back in 2019. So that McDonald's was the greatest McDonald's that I've, and it was a crazy menu. You had organic foods. You had super healthy vegetable options on some of the foods. So I got an organic chicken sandwich, organic chicken wheat sandwich. And it had red onions, like the red onion, and it was crisp onion. It had a leaf lettuce. It had a fresh tomato slice on there. And it had just a good amount of, I think, some type of like house chicken sauce that they had. I don't know what it was, like whatever it was. And it was the best chicken sandwich that I've ever had. Better than the chicken sandwiches here, easily. Goated. Dutch McDonald's go hard. Oh yeah. Sometimes the McDonald's or some of the fast food restaurants in different countries are just so much better because of the standards, because of the quality of the food there, the quality of like the produce and the vegetables and like the meats and stuff like that. It's just so much better, you know? So much better. All right, take it easy, Dan Lee. Thanks for coming out to the stream, fam. Appreciate you. Yeah, we're just about wrapped up here. I'm sorry I turned into like freaking fat essence, foodie essence, glutton essence today. We got about 5 more minutes left in the stream, so if you guys have questions, comments, thoughts, whatever you want to talk about, feel free. Thank you guys so much. Excuse me. Thank you guys so much for the donos today. I appreciate that. We went crazy today. 211. Further than beyond. Let's go. I heard every McDonald's outside of the U.S. is way better than one's. That's what I've heard too, man. That's what I've heard as well. But that Amsterdam McDonald's went hard, man. It went crazy good. And the fries, whoa! Bro, the fries, thin cut, golden, crispy, right amount of salt. Oh my gosh. And then the drink, bro, what did I have? It was the crispest Diet Coke. The perfect balance of the fizz, but not, Diet Cokes are kind of like watery, but not too watery. It was the perfect balance of fizz, thickness, and water balance. Man, I ain't never, it was the greatest thing ever. And my stomach, after I ate it, I didn't feel no type of way. I didn't feel like I have to, go use the restroom. I felt like I had energy. I felt good. I'm like, I feel good for my flight. I'm like, and I didn't even use the restroom on the flight. It was a long flight from Amsterdam to Seattle. So I was in the air for I didn't use the restroom. I felt good. I felt clean. And I'm just like, bro, this is crazy. I feel like I got a power up after eating that. I had some fries, some nice cut fries, a medium fry, and it was a big chicken sandwich. It wasn't like it was small. Crispy, nice McChicken or whatever it was. Crisp cut of bacon on there. Dude, it was dope. It was the best chicken sandwich. I'm still talking about it a half decade plus later. You cover all topics. Love it. Yeah, we have a lot of fun. Kind of whatever just kind of comes up. We'll go all over the place here. The was McDonald's is awful. The service is ghetto. The employees are rude. Not in Amsterdam. They're like, hey, how's it going, sir? Sir, they were calling me, sir. Sir, your order. They came, boom. They were like, oh, what do you want to drink? I'll get, bro. Not in Amsterdam. Man, they were smiling. The team was like, they looked like they were having a great time, bro. Nah, not there. I can understand like the McDonald's here, yeah. Like I get that, but when I was there, man, that McDonald's in that airport in Amsterdam, that was a great, because I had a layover because I'm cheap. So I kept on, like, I bought the cheapest ticket that I can get because flying to Nigeria is expensive as heck. But I didn't, like, I saw all the layovers, but I didn't notice, like, I noticed how long the layovers were, but whatever, right? I didn't have as much to get the ticket back then, to fly straight. So yeah, so I had like a ton of layovers. So I had to go from like Nigeria to Amsterdam, from Amsterdam to Seattle, from Seattle to California. Then I had to drive home because I had to rent a car, then drive home. I was dead tired, but yeah, that's what happened. That was my trek in early 2020, right before the pandemic started. You got a Zenkai boost from the International McDonald's? Yeah, I did. It was great. I worked at McDonald's for 13 years, but I'm done. 13 years? Oh my goodness. That is definitely all-time McDonald's. I've never met anybody that's worked at McDonald's for a decade. That's crazy. Well, how was it? You know all the secrets then, right? I mean, I worked there, but I only worked there for like a year. Bruh, McDonald's in Japan is like Olive Garden. They so fancy there. Oh my, bro, I like Olive Garden. Unlimited breadsticks. Y'all get that. Olive Garden got you. You'll walk in at one weight. You'll walk out 15 pounds heavier. If those breadsticks don't get you, man. Ooh, those breadsticks will get you. Yeah, I'm hungry as hell. Yeah, we gotta work up an appetite now. Gotta work up an appetite. I'll see what my wife, maybe my wife wants to go get something tonight. Maybe we'll go get something that we're talking about. Bro, Olive Garden is great though. We only have one Olive Garden here, but it's actually really good. I like Olive Garden. Like, I like the breadsticks, man. I'll roll with the breadsticks. And they got great I'm not a big pasta person, but I can eat breadsticks and pasta. I can eat that. You know? Yeah, Party Man, you're a pasta guy, so I know you love Olive Garden. Yeah, Olive Garden is good, man. It's good. They got the good around it seasoning and stuff. Like the seasoning and the breadsticks are great. Like what they use for their food. Breadsticks on top. I just like, that's what I do. I mean, I haven't been to Olive Garden since my mom's birthday, like about a decade ago. We went to Olive Garden for her birthday. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, man, it was great. It was good. It was some good stuff there. Good stuff. Good stuff. But yo, shout out to Cyber Toast with another Jojo. Let's go.
The stream accomplished making me really want to play Hyrule Warriors while eating a pretzel and some Nigerian food.
Cyber Taurus, if you play Hyrule Warriors, eat a pretzel, and have Nigerian food, you might change ethnicities. You might not be white no more, fam. Like, you might just get tan out of nowhere, fam. It's the right combination of being a white guy, being kind of hood, but then also being neutral, being Asian as well. You might just, that's the Triforce. That's a white, Asian, and black. Just you might just transform, fam. That's a dangerous combination. That's a dangerous. Oh my god. I don't know if it'd even be black. It would just be a different ethnicity. It wouldn't be black per se. It would just be like something. It'd be a new ethnicity. Because you got the Hyrule Warriors. You got the Asian influence in there. You got the Nigerian, and then you got the pretzel. That's all. That's American. So you just, those come. It might. I don't know what would happen. It might be like, you might turn into like Captain Planet. It might be like that color. You know what I'm saying? Like Colossus, or from X-Men. You might turn silver. I can't recommend that. I don't know what's gonna happen to you if you do that. I don't know what's gonna happen. That's just. There's too many unknown facts. I don't think that combination's ever been done. Has anybody eaten suya with the pretzel and played Hyrule Warriors? I don't think. That's an unknown entity right there. I've never done that before. I don't know what happened. I don't know what will happen to me. I might just. I'm scared. I'm scared. It might be different for each person. It's a random thing that happens to each person, bro. So I can't recommend it. I I don't know what will happen to you. Don't try this at home, boys and girls. What happens if you add? You know what? I cannot vouch for your safety by doing that. I cannot vouch for your safety. I'm a big fan of loving thyself. So whatever color, whatever you are, it's good. It's okay. Nobody's better than anybody else. White, black, Mexican, this, whatever the case is, you know, Irish, this, that. I'm a fan of variety. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big variety guy. Like, that's what PlayerEssence was built on. It was built on, hey, there is no discrimination. There is no, you know, because there was a lot of crazy stuff happening back in the day, right? When it comes to communities, right? And I wanted to build a community where it didn't matter. But back on the internet, yeah, people will say whatever, but it mattered. And I wanted to build a community where it doesn't matter. That's why I don't care. Obviously, you guys know. Obviously, I don't care. So I don't want you to change, Cyber Taurus. I like you exactly the way that you are, okay? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I like you I like you Irish and Scottish. I like you as white as pot. That's who you are, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you're dark black like me, that's good too. If you're caramel, that's good. If you're just normal white tan, that's fine too. I like everybody exactly the way that they are. As God intended, man. You're who you are. I don't like, you know, people say, oh, I don't like this or that. Nah, be happy with who you are and love everybody else who's something different. It's okay to be different. We gotta pull the Doug card on this one. And I'm not just saying that just because I say that. Like, I honestly 1000% believe that, man. I really believe that, like, in my heart of hearts. I love everybody's color the way that they are. You white as hell, good. You know what I'm saying? You can turn into a vampire, that's cool. You dark and you a hide and go seek champion like me, that's also good. Like, everybody's fine the way that they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, like everybody's good the way that they are. You know, like it's all good. You know, you can't even pick how you are, so you might as well like it. You know, so yeah, that's my. So I cannot, basically what I'm trying to say is that I cannot approve of this thing because I don't know what's gonna happen to you, Cyber Taurus. So I do not approve of Suya, Pretzel, and Hyrule Warriors. And if you put a diet soda in there, like a Sunkiss, I don't know, man. You might you might be part Los Angeles in there. Something. Might be part hood in there as well. American Black. So I don't recommend it at all. Do not do that combo, guys, or at least let me try it out. Let me test it out, because I have some tolerance built up for that already. So let me try it out, and then I'll let you guys know if it's safe or not. Okay. I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know if it's safe. I didn't go seek champion. Yeah, that's funny. Oh my gosh. But all right, guys, we have wrapped it up here. Like I said, we barely talked about video games for like the second half, but I thought it was fun. I thought it was a fun stream. Check out my most recent video if you haven't seen my most recent video. I talk about a variety of things, from Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment to Persona 6 and more. What's going on there? So if you haven't seen that video, check it out. The video is up right there for you guys to watch. So I want to say thank you so much to all the Elite Ninjas. Cyber Taurus, Anonimo, excuse me, Joe 9K, Party Man, everybody that dropped donos, everybody that hung out and talked with me. Yo, Levy, appreciate you guys. Super Christian Miro, Drew Arco, Deported Sicilian, thank you guys so much. Egomaniac, General Zamora, Dior, Rescue Squad. Let's see here. New 3D Mario will evolve how? We barely even talked about that. So we'll talk about it tomorrow or the following day. I don't think I'm going to stream. Like, maybe on our marathon stream. We can talk about it in our marathon stream. We should play Super Mario Odyssey in our marathon stream. So I'll have some stuff up for you guys for that. So yeah, we talked about food. We didn't even talk about mushrooms for Mario. We didn't even talk about how much, like, you know, certain types of ways to make a good mushroom. All right, then, guys. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you to everybody that supported. Seriously, thank you to everybody that came out and streamed. Thank you to all the chat. You guys are freaking goated, man. 211 on the overclock board. Appreciate you guys so much. You guys are great. We'll talk about the Mario thing on that, man. We'll talk about the Mario thing on there. So, all right, guys. Love y'all so much. Shout outs. We'll see you guys probably Thursday for the marathon stream. Unless something comes up, we might have to delay it, just because it is a little bit of a busy week for me, but we'll see, okay, guys? So I'll double check, and maybe we'll have that up. We might give it a little bit more time, and maybe we'll do that in November, but like I said, we'll see on that one, okay? All right, guys, love y'all so much. You guys are great, man. Shout outs to Joe 9K. Appreciate. Big love to Joe 9K, man. I appreciate you, fam. Seriously, thank you so much, man. Thank you for your support. That said, peace out. Love you guys. And we'll see you guys, like I said, probably not tomorrow. Probably see you guys Thursday. We might do the marathon, we might not. So I'll let you guys know by Wednesday if that's the case. But we might delay because I might want to get some more. I messed up, guys, because we had the other stream that we had, so I messed up. So sorry about that, guys. Yeah. All right. See you guys later. Love you guys. Check out my most recent video. And I'll